Yeah. All right. We'll start on the wide shot. We're starting on the wide, yeah, Lawrence?
Yep.
Sweet. All right, Hatsy. Here we go, Hatsy.
I think my moustache is lopsided.
You didn't trim it right.
Someone tilt the camera. Let's balance this thing out.
I have the Wizard of Oz theme in my head. Right.
That's a good question. Mm-hmm. What's that? I don't have a microphone. I know. But you guys got. It's fine, I guess.
That's not connected to anything.
Is my Make-A-Wish?
Welcome into a very special NFL Afters draft watch party for round one. We're back. I am Laurie Horesh. A familiar face that you're going to see right over there is Jimmy Smith, preferably with a the afterwards, and a special guest today representing not just Australia's sense of humor, but also one of the most storied and troubled franchises in NFL history, the New York Jets. We have Daniel Muggleton. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here.
And hopefully it's an honor for both of our teams to make some sensible picks today. There's no secret that there are half a dozen teams that have 2 draft picks in the first round of the 2026 NFL draft. Your Jets, my beleaguered Cowboys, are those teams. We're all operating in fear of what Howie Roseman and Jimmy's Eagles are going to do. But this thing's about to kick off. It is going to be 32 picks. We're going to be live streaming the whole time. So strap in, join us. It's 3 hours and change of emotions. Giggles, tears, overreactions, underreactions, shock, awe.
I'm here, like we're watching as well, and apparently, I'm seeing some tweets and some commentary. Apparently, the Cowboys will take a wide receiver.
Apparently they're going up, they're going down. They're going to turn that thing around. The Cowboys are doing everything. They're interested in Jordan Tyson. They're out on Jordan Tyson. They want a wide receiver. They don't. They're going back. Look, we're in lying season.
Can I sell you 11?
We're in lying season, boys. This is what happens. The reports are absolutely outrageous. But it's a fun draft. Look, I think we're watching. You guys watch along. We're going to bump up the audio when the picks come through, so you'll be able to hear them on the stream. We're going to
a minute 30 away from the draft beginning.
It's all beginning. We know what's going to happen. So let's just set the table right off the top. We know Fernando Mendoza. He's going number 1 overall to the Raiders. Shock, or I think a quarterback that, there's probably been bluer chippers on the table in terms of quarterbacks. He's not the Andrew Luck pedigree. He's also not the Trevor Lawrence kind of status. But also we've seen Trevor Lawrence not reach that elite tier that he was kind of tagged with. So you don't know where these guys are going to go. It's a clean-cut quarterback, overly clean. So the LinkedIn quarterback, according to some, loves business networking. He's strong. He's accurate. He's gutsy.
On LinkedIn, is it connections? Is that what it is?
That's it.
He's looking to make some connections.
Connections, isn't it? Okay.
I'm not on. Are you on LinkedIn?
I'm on LinkedIn.
You are.
I am. You can endorse me for skills.
Yeah. Other
I'm
comedians, they endorse you. They go, I've seen Dad. Funny guy.
They seek to undermine me.
Crowd work plus repeating material.
Tracksuit
never
endorsed.
does it.
Yeah.
Tracksuits are heavily endorsed.
Adidas endorsed you.
If only. Call me back. Actually, wait. This is NFL. Nike. My favorite brand. My favorite ever.
There you go. You get some sponsorship happening.
We can do this.
That's where things are going to start. And so then it's going to be absolute chaos.
100% sure he's going number 1?
Yes.
100%.
Yes,
Lock
absolutely.
it in.
I will be a Jets fan for the rest of the season if he doesn't go number 1 overall.
For the rest of the season, I want more. I want 2 seasons out of you.
You can have 2 seasons out of me. If we get
he didn't do anything that
If we get some sort of Laramie Tunsil drop right now ahead of Fernando Mendoza getting picked, I'm in trouble. But no, look, it's...
Hey, the last time the Raiders had the number 1 pick and they drafted a quarterback, it went tremendously
fantastically.
How is Jamarcus Russell?
Listen, anything you can do to take a swing at LSU, you will do. We know know this.
Yeah. I hate the
So you just
Tigers.
need to get the roll tide just rolled up a little bit today.
Did you see he did an interview the other day? I can't remember who it was with.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Was there asking they were talking about being on the clock and stuff, and he just went hard after people. He's like, everyone went after me. He's like, what are you doing in your life? There's all these people that go at me for like being a bust or he's like, I got drafted, I was number one. He's like, I don't care about you and you lose your lives. Like he was very angry.
Classy. I mean,
I guess with him he can say anything on a pod because he's not going to watch the tape.
I can't remember. Who was, that's it, right?
It's like, what are you talking about?
He was the one where they put the blank tape in and then asked him about it, and he said, "This is like, man,
huge." The original recipient of like the Kyler Murray callers, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, this is these type of stories are what spawn such great theatrical releases like Draft Day, which we'll all admit to guiltily watching in the low point of the NFL offseason when
I think it's a good rewatch the night before.
Yeah,
I fell asleep watching it last night.
there's a couple of points that the one that lost me is when the scouts are in the room and they're watching Fonte Mac. Yeah. And it's a clear dip and rip move, and they're like, oh, look at him, he bull rushed him. I'm like,
Well, I went out last night for a couple of drinks with mates at the pub, and I came home. And
humble brag, you have mates,
yeah,
and a pub,
and a pub,
yeah.
And I came home and I said to my partner, I was like, I'm going to watch some tape and do some study, and I put Draft Day on. She's like, is this a movie? I'm like, no, it's a documentary.
Documentary,
yeah. Like, isn't that the guy from Yellowstone? I was like, yeah, I used to work in the NFL.
All right, so look, we know where that's going. For anyways, we've got Roger Goodell up on the stage right now, the commissioner.
You hung out with him the other day.
I did have a couple of questions at the.
What did you ask him?
What did I ask him?
Yeah.
I asked him what made him fall in love with football.
Did you?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a great question.
Yeah, well,
you're right at your job.
You keep me around.
Yeah,
thank you.
I might do NFL after again this season. What did he say?
He talked about. He didn't. I asked specific players, but he talked about learning it from such a young age, and he just found the intricacy of it is what drew him in. You could say, I think he's a guy from the Northeast, so I guess during that time, I guess he could have said Broadway Joe or something like that, right? But he talked about, he's like, the more I was around the game and learning about like just how plays work and just how much goes in, as we know, 5 guys blocking, a couple of receivers blocking just to spring open a crucial 4-yard run on 3rd and like those kind of things at a young age. All those elements. It was a really nice answer. You go through these
really
presses.
Nice question.
Well, it was a decent question.
You can't get an answer without a question.
That's true.
But we're illuminating with knowledge right now. But yeah, you do these presses and it's a bit of, there's some football questions that go on. There's some AFL questions going because you're at the MCG. Then you've got the local Victorian Melbourne-based political media was there because the Premier was there. So they've got some, tax.
Did the Premier ask a question or was he?
No, the Premier was
standing there with
Roger? So she was there standing with Roger. You got the sport. So it's a mix. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get one more in here and let's get a little hearty about it because we love football. It's why we're here. It's why, particularly for some of us who have been battled for so long, flood to the draft because it's where hope renews for 31 franchises that failed miserably last year.
Especially like in Australia, because we don't grow up in America, like people always ask, how did you pick your team or how did you find your team, right? And then especially if you've had a team that's had any like recent success, like even with the Eagles, it's like, oh, you picked them because they're winning now. I think the only team that you can't argue that is the Jets. So like,
thank you.
Does anyone say that when you go, I'm a Jets fan? Is it just like, oh,
yeah, everyone's really sad.
Yeah,
and like it's just weird because in Australian sport, Sydney Swans are like my kind of number one team in any code.
Yeah,
and they're just like this competent franchise that makes reasonable decisions.
Yeah, like Ravens-esque or something like that. Like just Seahawks, just a good football.
Just consistent. Like if they go down, they're about to go back up. And then like the Jets, I'm just like kind of expecting that. And then it's just like, they brought Geno Smith back. Mad. Yeah, cool. That's mad. That sounds great. Justin Fields last year. Yeah, sick. That was really good. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't even engage with the draft that much because it just, I don't want hope. I want to be, I want to be surprised, pleasantly surprised. Like, someone made a good decision. Excellent.
Well, you guys are up to...
Just don't watch anything until the season starts.
Yeah.
You'll be like, that's who we picked.
No, I just saw the one quote with Glenn just being like, Geno Smith's going to take us to the promised land. And I'm like, nah.
No.
I also like, how do you feel? Because I think Laurie sort of said before, like Fernando Mendoza is this, everyone's sort of like, oh, he's the number one pick. So it's like, it's interesting is what the Jets are going to do, obviously, at 2. A lot of people are saying David Bailey. Do you want them to do that? Or do you think it's better just to get weird and pick someone else?
No, I was genuinely thinking about this. The one thing with the Jets where it's like, because they're talking about what, like Ty Simpson, is it? They're thinking about getting that guy.
Oh, you had a great Alabama quarterback once.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Smoke and Joe, name it.
It was
Yeah.
it was a minute ago. It was a minute ago.
Recently. In living memory, I think is the technical term.
Here we have officially the Raiders are on
the clock.
The clock. 7
There you
minutes,
go.
54 seconds. It's
So you think it's just a lock?
it's
Mendoza.
100% a lock.
Okay.
The question is, what can they do around him afterwards, right? Because that offensive line, call Ashton Genty. Yeah, maybe I'm sure we've got his number. And ask him what that offensive line was last year. It was an absolute shambles. As we see Terry Bradshaw and the commissioner walking off arm in arm off the stage. But look, it's
Remember that Terry thing last season? Remember when he was telling that story? He's like, I met a guy who sold trucks, and then that happened.
Yeah. Terry, you've given a lot to the game.
Yeah.
But we might be around in the bend on time to hop out on the broadcast panel.
Yeah, there's a lot of people there too, Terry. We can lift the load. You don't need to tell some weird
Mike
story.
Mike Tomlin officially entering the media space.
Yeah.
I think, what is he, Football Night in America?
I did,
It's him and Jason Garrett. And,
your boy.
if there's someone who can match the personality and gravitas of Mike Tomlin, it's Red Bull.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett, the clapper.
I just want to catch like Mike Tomlin is just like this.
Just
Mike Tomlin face.
But then what if I'd love the flip side. What if we get a great Mike Tomlin halftime rev up speech and then we get Jason Garrett in his element, clapping, just applauding, doing the best thing that he can do, clap those big hands together.
I feel like then he may chat to Tomlin and then that, like, you forget about people's history, whether it be like players or coaches, and they become pundits and they just talk about stuff. And I'm like, but they all suddenly become equals. You know what I mean? It's like they talk about when we were playing or whatever. And I'm like, you weren't equals.
No.
Very different careers.
No.
But as soon as you become a pundit, it's like everything's out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of punditry, let's just set the table for everybody that's tuning in, whether you've been studying draft tape or you're a somewhat casual fan that's just tapping in because it's a big year for NFL in Australia. We've got the Melbourne game, the MCG game, early September the 11th down here. So Mendoza's about to hear his name get called first overall. Then it is open slather with your Jets. Do they go pass rusher? The Cardinals, an absolute mystery. There's been talks about the running back, Jeremiah Love, one of the true elite talents in this draft. Do they go offensive line? Do they look for a pass rusher? Are they going to trade out? It completely opens up entirely. It's going to be chaos. There's rumors of trades as we see Mendoza holding up the Heisman, a national champion. I mean, in terms of what it's weird when the pick's been locked in for so long, you kind of forget to talk about him a little bit. But for the Raiders fans out there, including our own Samuel D. Bruce, deputy editor of ESPN Australia, has manned the ones and twos for us on NFL Afters before. Well, they're getting accurate, intuitive, has good feel for the position, tough as nails, good mechanics, good throwing motion, and look, a personality that is different but very lovable. And is going to in its own way catch fire in the locker room there in Vegas.
I think I was chatting to Jesse Williams, who we might try and FaceTime a little later, Australia's very own. And we were just talking this week about the draft. And we were talking about like him being where he's at and sort of his temperament. And again, the LinkedIn guy. But like it's like that's the guy you want, right? There's so many like as fans when we watch the NFL, especially people getting drafted, and you go, wow, this guy was so talented and had all this athleticism, whatever it is. And then you watch the NFL and you go, why didn't that translate? And Jesse was like, a lot of the time it's your money, you got all these distractions, there's all this other stuff, right? So I don't know if you saw Usain Bolt the other day was like talking about gout. And he's like, at this point, he's like, when you're running that fast, it's not even about sort of that anymore. It's just don't get distracted. Because all these things are going to come your way and you're going to get famous and all that. And I think that's why Mendoza is such a safe pick, number one, because I'm like, he just seems like a guy who's just going to literally just study, film, read stuff. He's not going to go anywhere. You worry about them going to Vegas, right? The number one spot you don't want a young man with money going is Vegas, right? Yeah. That's the guy that you would, the only guy that you would want. Yeah. He's like, I didn't even realize there were casinos.
Yeah.
I'm picturing him at the blackjack table, like counting cards, but not counting cards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, he's there, but he's not actually playing.
Yeah, he's just behind some guy, being like, you should hit. He's quarterbacking the table. It's like, you hit, you stay, you're good.
Look, I think when you got the kind of cheesy smiley thing, if you play backs it up, it works and people buy in, and it becomes fun and cute and charming. When you're kind of can be perhaps a bit of a contrived character, maybe an accusation that goes to someone like a Russell Wilson, but the play drops off, that just kind of becomes nauseating. I think Mendoza, we're seeing comparisons here to Drew Bledsoe. But in terms of the mentality and the kind of personality and stuff, like a better version of Kirk Cousins. Kirk's cheesy.
Yeah.
And, that we like that. And Kirk iced out Kirk with the rocking the chain and stuff like that. When he's performing well, it worked well. I think he's a better version of that. Kirk was picked. It was he wasn't a first round pick. He was brought in back up RG3. And we saw how their careers completely diverged. I think also, shout out to Kirk Cousins. I'm pretty sure he's gone past Tom Brady in career ratings.
Yeah.
I mean, the man has played the game.
Yeah, he's like one of the highest.
As Triple H once said, not my favorite wrestler, but as Triple H said, it's time to play the game.
You're a big Hulk Hogan guy, right?
No.
Give his number. Can we call
Wake up, take your vitamins.
No.
What did he say?
He's straight on the phone, that guy.
Take vitamins, say prayers. No.
What are you saying? What are some of the? What's your favorite Hulk Hogan?
Well,
I'm going to steer this back to this is a glass shattering exclusive podcast here. Right?
Sure.
We are true believers.
the pick is in.
The big is in. Am I going to be a Jets fan for 2 years? That is what is on the line.
It would be amazing.
I'll put it out there. I'll shake on it.
Done.
All right.
I like that.
If this is not
Cool.
Fernando, I'm
Come
about to
on.
be a part of Gangrene for 2 years.
Come on, draft the kicker.
Do the Las Vegas Raiders
Do it.
have their man? Oh, let's bump the volume here. Let's bump the volume.
We're not completely in sync.
There it is.
We're not there yet on my phone.
Jimmy's data's slowly
Yeah.
coming up, but there it is, coming off the board. Fernando Mendoza, first
No surprises.
overall pick.
I
No
mean-
surprises.
He had the hat at his house.
Do you reckon
Bit of a giveaway.
I mean, he had the hat there, but you reckon the Jets sent one?
Just please.
Hey?
Maybe. They may not pick him.
Yeah. That'd be so funny. He's just got 32 hats. Just like, oh.
Now they got to get to getting
I
some.
love families in the hats.
Yeah.
This is it.
Who
This is a
gave this
joke.
away?
Come on.
I mean,
Unbelievable.
back in the
Did you
day,
tell them?
when I first started following the draft, back in the day, they'd literally signed the first player before the draft even happened, and possibly the second player. Like
Really?
the contracts are actually because the contracts weren't set. Now
Yes.
with the CBA, it's all set, so it's, there's a little wiggle room you get with language and the contracts. Not get bogged down. That.
Guys,
This is the moment. Oh,
wow.
there it is.
Live.
Live-ish. Live adjacent. Live adjacent.
Live with Jason.
Yeah.
That's just the
He's
time
wearing the hat.
Today's stream.
Are we going to replay the conversation? Let's do it.
Today's
Thanks for
stream
being-
going well, and we will update Jimmy's data plan. How many minutes do you have left this month?
I don't want to say who I'm with.
No free ads.
That would give you a stern email.
No free ads. All right,
Yeah.
Mendoza goes off the board. The Raiders have to hurry up and start adding some help around him. Offensive line, they need more wide receiver position. He's a guy that likes a receiver who'll go up and chase the ball, go up, take it to the next level. You and me were hypothesizing in the last few hours about the George Pickens of it all, with him seemingly
Pickens has
about to may have signed
Raiders
his franchise tag, which means he can be traded if the Cowboys so wished. And could a Crosby Pickens deal and something eventuate there? Because Pickens is exactly the type. You talk about Pickens off the field. He was good in Dallas. It wasn't perfect. He turned up to meetings. Apparently, there was just a little late, but he was there. But Pickens was, for a third-round pick, 1,400 plus yards, however many touchdowns, massive clutch plays as well. That type of receiver is exactly who Mendoza would like to work with if he's on the market, if the Cowboys and the Raiders get to cooking. But they need help up front. We got comments flooding in, and I am going to start bringing them up.
It's too far for my terrible eyes.
We're going to get to
Terrible eyes
those
there.
right away.
I can read one. NFL draft. Let's go.
Oh,
Yep. Miami, the U, not Dolphins. Fan here. He's asking where the Miami boys go.
as in the U, not Dolphins.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
asking where Francis goes. Reuben Bain, little T-Rex arms.
Let's
I
put
feel
them in
bad
order.
making
So he's,
fun of a
Hey.
professional athlete.
Guys, it's Jets time.
let's
It's Jets time
the Jets are on the clock.
This is the pick.
We can go back to the U then if you want.
No,
to talk
hold.
Jets.
Yeah, we can talk Jets quickly. I'm going to give you an answer on the U very quickly, though.
Yeah, do it.
So, in regards to I'm going to go. Give me Francis first.
Yeah.
Bain.
Yeah.
Bain will go last. Mesidor will get picked before Reuben Bain Jr.
Ooh.
Mesidor, older, 25,
Yeah.
some injuries. He's a bulldozer, and both of them are really powerful rushers, great motors, tenacity. Reuben Bain, I love Reuben Bain. The historic arm length, the T-Rex arms they're hitting him with, him and Cassius Howe out of Texas
Yeah.
A&M, notoriously short arms. It hasn't happened in the first round in like 3, 4, 5 decades, something ridiculous. I think there could be a real slide for Bain there, just because the NFL doesn't.
Do you think
like
Mesidor goes above Bain?
I could see Mesidor going before Bain. I don't have it that way. I prefer. I'd be fine with Bain coming off the board in the top 10 to 12. I think he's a hell of a player. His tape's awesome. He's got anvils for hands. He's got pass rush moves. He's good against the run. He hits you and you stay hurt. It's immense what he puts on tape.
I think the thing is like as well, like it's hard to you're looking for reasons why people don't work as well. So I think he can be a very competent NFL player, but then people get the arms like maybe he's not the dominant. Like we were talking about how many blue chippers are in this draft. I don't really know there's that many blue chippers. I feel like this is a draft more than previous years where like teams may take their need.
Yeah,
like previously they may have like taken the best player. Now it's like I don't really know who the best player is, so I'll just take the thing that we need.
Yeah,
and what do the Jets need?
Pass rush.
A lot of things.
So you got the two big names have been thrown around.
Can we draft an owner? Is there an owner draft? Can we do that?
You going for Cuban?
No.
He's not with the Mavs anymore.
Yeah, I don't think Cuban.
No,
absolutely not. I think you need like.
Who's the dude from Shark Tank that was in the Marty Supreme movie?
What? The guy from Shark Tank?
Yeah, he was in the Marty Supreme movie.
I haven't seen Marty Supreme.
Yeah, you'd love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's got my head.
Marty.
Yeah.
Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Two big names here that everyone's circling around.
Oh, they're on the clock.
Arrel Reese.
Yeah.
Or
I kind of hope they don't take David Bailey.
Or David Bailey.
I hope they don't. Just because I feel like that would be
the selection is in.
Pick.
Roger Goodell is letting us know that the New York Jets are.
This could change your franchise.
I would really like the safe pick.
David Bailey.
Good.
There we go. All right. We have a pass rush. He's
safe.
Let's call him improving against the run. He's willing.
Yeah.
It's not his forte. This is a get after the passer type of edge rusher. He's quarterback hunting, explosive, long, just an incredible first step. Will be the first man off the line of scrimmage. The Jets have been searching. There's been some picks. I think of Jermaine Johnson. You've had some edge rushers that it's been more lunch pail guys, run heavy, hasn't been super flashy. This guy is pass rush personified, sacks, and someone fun for your super awake and definitely not napping head coach to work with.
Absolutely. He's always up, that guy. Constantly awake.
Would you say that this pick is enough to turn the tide of the New York Jets franchise?
No. But this is the thing though, like the safe pick, because I was reading about these ones where it's just like, hey, this other guy's got a higher ceiling, maybe, whereas this guy's got a much higher floor, right? Just like he knows the position, he's kind of locked into what he does, and he's just going to be good.
Yeah.
And this is the thing about the Jets, we can't develop anyone. Nobody gets better playing that. So you just want the guy who's good.
You know who this guy is, right? We're talking. There's nice contact balance, the quickness explosion. He's got a really tasty in-out ghost move, a little shimmy shake, and then all of a sudden, how did I get past you? So look, I think he'll create some splash plays against a run more than like being firm and setting the edge and stuff. He's more of a dart behind the line of scrimmage. But you guys need any type of defensive disruptor you can get, especially in that front seven with the changeovers that happen. Thanks for Quinton Williams. I think there's not a lot of imagination. There's more imagination needed with Reese, who split his time at linebacker and edge rusher. You need less imagination with Bailey. This is.
But I mean, he had a 4.5 second 40-yard dash.
Not bad.
In front of here, one of the notes is he possesses a very thick lower half.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the contact balance.
Yeah,
it's kind of
sturdy.
knocked mid-rush.
Sturdy fella.
We like a solid trunk.
He's like like a Queenslander. Those houses that are on those
on the
stilts. Yeah,
I figured it out.
I think the only thing that worries me out with the David Bailey is, to your point, you said like maybe he doesn't have the ceiling of some other players, but he has the floor. This guy is going to be great. But then the thing is, like, you need to. I mean, I'm pointing at the obvious. You need to be a better football team.
Yes.
Because he also feels like one of those guys that you could draft, does well, and then ends up at a different team. If you guys don't, be better, it's like, all right, well, I can go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like that's just.
But it's just the thing. Like, I generally look at it like with the quarterbacks, because they draft quarterbacks, so they just have a horrible time. You look at like Sam Darnold is like completely turned it around. Like the Jets turned him into the guy from the Sixth Sense, seeing ghosts out there. like absolute chaos. And then he's gone to like 2 kind of competent franchises, and now he's won a Super Bowl. It's awesome.
Kyler Murray is about to take the same path, going to the KOC School of Quarterback Rejuvenation in Minnesota. Also, I'd like to point everybody to our lovely draft board.
Whoa.
Right now, we have the Mendoza pick up there, going to the Raiders. We will see the Bailey pick come through shortly. Our man, Alex Hattie is an absolute stud. You will see him across ESPN Australia. Is our social media lead. You'll see him across all our socials.
I think he's after some fitness tips at the moment.
He is.
Something,
he
so.
is.
On the socials.
Health and wellness with Hattie is going to be a brand that's taking off, but he is controlling the big board. I don't know, just creating businesses for him.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
We're waiting for the gun. Now, this is, okay, so not chalk-ish, I'd say the first 2 picks. This is open. We're seeing the cards are on the clock. The Arizona Cardinals, 2 minutes left.
Do they take Jeremiah Love? Because I think
Jeremiah Love's rumored. They could. I mean, they could take pass rush. They could add protection along the offensive line. There's a ton.
But
that
I think
could
for
go on
ages
here.
they weren't looking at Love at all. I do think he could be the best player out of this draft.
Yeah, as a raw player, we'll see what people with so few blue chippers does positional value still matter anymore?
Yeah,
that's I think it does. But do people say, look, it's flat talent after the first 9-10 guys till about pick 60.
Yeah.
So if we want to get a true difference maker, now's the time to do it. And look,
and he's not just a running back. You can line him up. He's a good catcher as well.
He's a 3-down weapon. This is a guy that you take him and you start to have dreams of Jahmyr Gibbs and that type of impact that you can have.
Roll Tide.
The Cards need someone to be a little excited about as well. They had flashes with some Marvin Harrison moments last year, but we're breaking in a new quarterback.
I thought maybe they'd trade this pick because for so
they
long
still could.
I thought they were trying to get out of it, right?
Because I think
the pick is in.
Okay.
So it sounded like they were, but it's also a team where if other teams have a good feel that their guy's not coming off the board here, and that they maybe prefer to make a move up to a team that could be for sale, like a Cleveland Browns, super rumored to be on the move. That number 6 pick, they want to gain more assets. Maybe they feel like this is too rich a move. But we will see. The Cards have needs across the board. I think this will be quarterback. Seems a little too early for Ty Simpson. Cue up Jimmy.
Roll Tide.
There we go. Every single time. Oh, we've got our first Mel Kiper ISO of the day as well.
Lock it into Mel.
Just a pillar of draft coverage and the draft experience. The green room's being showed. Nothing ever goes wrong when people get shot in the on camera. Well,
showed it daily as well, getting drafted in the sunglasses.
Hell yeah. Dude,
strong. Yeah. Strong shades.
He doesn't want anyone to know that he's playing for the Jets yet. Just a bit of plausible deniability. Put the sunnies on.
People see him walking around
This could be anybody.
They're like, who are you?
There is often
I played for the Knicks.
From memory, and I can't remember if they do it every draft, but they often do have intro music for players that are in there. What are you going with, Jimmy?
For him, for David Bailey.
For you.
Oh, for me, what I walk into.
With the 16th pick in the first round of the
first round?
2012.
This guy?
Third round.
Whoa.
With the
Me?
Of the 2012 draft.
It's an iPhone. It's not an iPad. He's got tiny little hands. He can't do anything out there.
Running back James Smith.
Out of Puntwell.
Out of Gundawindi University.
For some reason, as soon as you said that, my brain works in a weird way. It went straight to Walking on Sunshine.
Oh.
That's fun.
Walking on Sunshine.
Okay.
Just a bit
Not Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth.
Oh, that would actually be pretty good.
All right, picks in. Cards are picking. Roger Goodell, the commish, is up.
You reckon it's Love?
Yeah.
Are they feeling the love in Arizona? It is Jeremiah Love.
Well done,
we're not tipping picks
Jimmy
out here, guys, but Jimmy just had a feel for it. So there goes. Yes, a blue chip talent, Notre Dame running back, incredibly explosive, just a whole bunch of fun. The highlight reels on YouTube will be stacked with Cardinals fans, just pumped at what they've got there. A different flavor to perhaps the James Conner style running game that we've seen, which is more brute power, balance, will not stop running. I mean, he does all those things just with a little extra juice. Loves it. It might have been the most fun watch out of anybody.
Well, this is like a bit of coverage that I saw. An interesting theory with the draft, where it's like obviously we're here, dude. So in the NBA, obviously, there's a big issue with tanking in order to get the draft pick. So this was I was thinking like the Ringers NFL draft show or something, and they were just talking about this guy just had such a hot combine. You know what I mean? Immeasurables in addition to the play on the field. It's just this is the blue chip. This is probably the best talent in the draft, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, but now he's got to go play for the Cardinals. Are NFL players going to start tanking the combine?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I like that.
Wow, you flipped that.
Fun idea, right?
I did not know where that was going.
tanking the combine.
You know what I mean? Because he's run the 4.3 or something, 4.3 something, 4.36. I forget.
His numbers are absolutely.
But it's just like he runs a 4.8, and then everyone's like, oh, maybe he's not that quick, and then he gets to slide down the board.
I mean, did you see Mendoza throw that pitch the other day?
No,
for the Marlins. I'll show you in a second.
It was interesting.
Yeah, it's not a great throw.
But I think he was mostly the corporate box, brother. He's networking.
Yeah, you got to think about the network.
You know, Mendoza coin just dropped.
Do you know how many deals you can roll up in those corporate boxes?
I'm still upset I bought that Tour coin. What's that? So that's him throwing, and then people online were saying like that's him trying to get away from the Raiders and get out of the number 1 pick.
Yeah. I mean, a 4.3640 is absolutely ridiculous.
Wow. Okay,
that's lollipop.
Yeah, that's a taller running back, closer to 6 foot, 212 pounds. I like myself a taller running back. I love the strides that you get there. I think they get knocked unfairly. It's not all about short kings at the running back position. It might be all about short armed kings at the edge rusher position. This guy
and the podcast position.
So you walk.
Man, I can't reach my laptop. All right, you pull it close for me.
Now we have the Tennessee Titans, helmed by Robert Saleh and an entirely bald.
My boy
coaching staff.
Entirely bald.
Entirely bald.
That means they're locked in.
Yeah.
Reese, Styles, who goes here?
They've been rumored it could be Styles because people say, oh, it's a Fred Warner style role. And Saleh was over obviously his time with the 49ers. Yeah. Reese on the board. I mean, he's probably the best player on the board. Just from a raw grade standpoint. And again, you think a defensive guy and he can put him to I think the future for Reese is going to be at edge rusher.
Yeah.
That's certainly there. Do they look I don't wonder if they would have gone with Jeremiah Love and taken an offensive option there, given the new head coach, but he's clearly off the board now. Look, could we talk Caleb Downs?
Yeah, I mean, Caleb Downs is my safest pick.
Yep.
Pardon the pun.
He's a safety, guys.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I gotta explain it.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah. Dan's like, I think this is funny.
Yeah, dude, I get it.
But yeah, I mean, former, he was a true freshman at Alabama Savins last year, won SEC freshman of the year, came in just straight away. Just seems a smart guy, gets it, transfers to Ohio State. I think anyone in the draft, he is the most NFL ready.
Oh, so super cerebral. He's a field general out there. He's lining up the defense.
Yep.
You talk about Mike linebackers wearing the green dot, the community. He can do that. He get everybody in play. Did not give up any big plays during his time. Is when he hits you, you feel it. He will jar the ball loose. He will separate ball from man. He's and operates with a swagger and a confidence. It's not overly braggadocious. It's not flexing to every single camera, but he hits someone, eliminates a play, and walks off next up, please.
Yeah,
what's on my docket to tick off next? An absolute eliminator.
Yeah, I don't think he goes here. But
I hope he doesn't. I hope he goes in 9 picks, but I'm not. I'm touching a whole lot of wood.
Yeah, I mean, Loz and I were chatting because I'm everything I've seen mock drafts is he's getting drafted by the Giants, or he's getting drafted by Washington, or he's getting drafted by Dallas. So I'm no Eagles. I mean, he's not going to fall to us, but anyone in the NFC East, he's great. I think Styles goes here. I mean, you talk about. I still want to answer that question about throwing the combine because I think that's great. But Styles did the opposite. He didn't throw it. He just dominated. You talked about Jeremiah Love coming in. Styles came in he ran a 4.46 second 40-yard dash, 43.5 inches in the vertical, 11'2" broad jump. This is a guy that looks good in film, but then when you watch that, I'm he's also athletically a freak. Sometimes
you worry when you watch a cut up or something like that of a player that they're just gonna. You see a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube and stuff when people are looking for a quick film hit that they put the best play first.
Yeah,
you're oh, he's great, and actually show the rest of the game and not much happens. Styles is the kind of guy where you're just generally watching a normal cut up first play from scrimmage, and he's absolutely blowing something up in the backfield. And you're oh, that's the best play of the game. It's no, that was just snap one of the game.
Yeah.
This guy just does it throughout. So look, they're Downs, Styles, Reese, 3 big defensive names still sitting there. Then we get into the offensive line. Pick is in. The Titans are not moving, and that'll put the Giants with the first of their 2 top 10 picks on the board up next. And we are going to get to your whoa, and we've got whoa. I just saw that. I'm not going to tip it.
Whoa.
I'm not going to tip it.
Whoa,
but boy howdy, that's not a name that we just said. We have our first surprise, our first big surprise.
Okay,
I like this.
Yeah,
this is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it. It's in front of me.
Don't look at it. Let's not spell it. Roger Goodell. The Tennessee Titans. There goes Carnell Tate, Ohio State.
Right.
This is a guy
Wow.
I thought he'd be a perfect fit at the Saints. Big receiver, big smooth. Actually kind of compares a little to someone like George Pickens, who we were talking about before.
Yeah.
This guy has, you know how when you go to a hotel and they give you a swipe card and it gets you to your level, but not to the higher executive lounges and then the penthouse. This guy's got the card to the penthouse because the dude rises to the top floor so freaking well.
I mean, I
just the body control is gorgeous.
Yeah, he's great, but So
they need wide receiver. This is a Cam Ward help me pick.
Yeah, it is.
They need receiver help.
And he needs help.
Yeah, it does need help. They weren't great last year. But you love Cam. You love a bit of Cam Ward.
I still believe in Cam Ward. I thought it was an awful position that he found himself in, but I can't say was my top receiver. I had him at Mekhi Lemon, and then I'm not a Jordan Tyson is guaranteed Stephon Diggs believer, which means he's probably going to go to Dallas at 12. But Carnell Tate, like this guy, 6'2" frame, fast, like 4'5", 4.53 speed, so enough speed, but not a burner. He's got the long stride, so like all of a sudden you look down and feel like, why has he got 3 yards of separation on everybody? And then good luck trying to get the ball off him at the catch point. Good route runner, good enough in and out of breaks for a bigger receiver. Does it at all 3 levels. This is not where everybody had this going. And that's why when a new coach comes in, everyone goes, oh, it's a defensive guy. So I'm going to go deep. Like it's hard. Or he comes from a run-heavy place. They'll go running back. This is against what all the mocks said, which is absolutely beautiful.
I love it when they go the other way.
Yeah, and this is the chaos we were talking about, right? We knew you guys were going to go edge rusher at 2, and then it was who knows where this thing is going to fall.
Remember we were talking earlier, and again, this draft feels like if you like someone and it fills a need, you'll go after it. You said Cam needs help. It makes sense. Like it makes sense for them to get Tate. They were obviously high on him. They liked him and they just went and did it.
Yep.
But again, like this is now what makes, I think this draft so interesting in that it then like has that ripple effect. Because I think so many teams like different guys and they might be high on someone and then it's like, all right, what do we do now? Like what do the Giants do now at 5?
I mean, could they be, so this is John Harbaugh's first pick since taking over at the Giants. The Ravens did all sorts of number of things during his time there, so it's hard to get a read. Like they're a pure drafting operation that seem to draft as close to the consensus board as possible and constantly winning these guys got value. Styles and Downs are both there. So is Reese. Reese not off the board yet.
I know, yeah.
The Giants have invested heavily at edge rusher. They've got Abdul Carter. They've got Kayvon Thibodeau. They've got Brian Burns as well. Going edge rusher here seems crazy. So now we're going to see Arrel Reese is going to be on the board at 6. And a lot of people's best player in the draft. And 6 is the spot where Cleveland have been looking to get it. And Cleveland probably not looking to overly invest at the edge rusher position either, given how much cash they put into Myles Garrett. So we've got a Reese, bit of a not a slide, but he's there.
Washington at 7.
The Saints could use pass rush help. The Chiefs could use pass rush help.
If he falls to the Chiefs.
The Giants again, so you don't think they're. The Dolphins at 11 could use pass rush help. And that team at 12. He's not getting a 12. But does 12 come up? Is this the type of player that gets Jerry on the phone and say, you know what?
Trade your boy Pickens.
Is this the hypothetical trade has been Cowboys send 12 and 20 and get 6 and 39 back?
Yeah.
For Arrel Reese, I'd do that. You talk who are they talking about? The path for Arrel Reese?
What's happened? Why I've got Chiefs at 6 now.
Whoa.
Chiefs have gone to 6.
The Chiefs have moved. The Chiefs are coming up for Arrel Reese.
Yeah.
There you go. They're not letting
Cleveland
anybody.
wanted to get down the whole time, right? They just want more
Cleveland
assets.
want more assets. This makes a ton of sense. I would say they're coming up for Arrel Reese. George Karlaftis is not edge rusher 1. I love it from the Chiefs. This is huge. The comments are coming in, and we are going to get to them. We're just getting that set up now. The board has been updated. We've got pick 3 in. Pick 4 will come in. So the Browns trade is in.
Yeah.
Browns give up pick 6, get back picks 9, 74. So that's a third, and 148, which is a fifth. Yeah, or it wouldn't be a late enough fourth. That'd be a fifth. So they get a third and a fifth to come up 3 picks. That's good return for the Browns. And yeah, you got it. I mean,
they're taking Reese, surely.
You think so? Reese comes. This is the Mike Parsons route, right? A guy that did a lot of time at linebacker in college. did a little bit of time at edge rusher and was absolutely outrageous. I mean, Reese has got power explosion. Like the skill set is borderline untouchable. He's only done it for a short time as well, so you probably put another 5-10 pounds on him if you want to. So love it for the Chiefs. This is exactly what that defense needs. Chris Jones is happy. This is a lot of fun. Desperately trying to get the comments up, guys, which we will in just a sec. I'm just waiting for the link to come through. Without absolutely jumping up.
What if your boy Reuben Bain went to the Cowboys?
Sorry?
What if your boy Reuben Bain?
Is that one of the comments? Who's asked that one?
That's from Smooey.
Smooey?
Sorry. What if Bain went to the Cowboys?
Absolutely fine with that. I think he's around the 12th best player in the draft, maybe better. I don't know about a fit. Cowboys going to a 3-4 front. So you want those edge rushers, which is what Bain would be. He'd be an outside linebacker to be a little better in space. Right? Bain, you're really seeing him as like defensive end, set the edge, power rusher off the edge. So I'm fine with it. And Christian Parker's going to run a very your old mate Christian Parker. Thanks for him. Yeah. He's going to run an intuitive, varying, diverse scheme. Yeah. But I don't know that it's a perfect fit. And all the could be absolute BS. Could be total BS. But all the buzz in the past 72 hours out of Dallas is Reuben Bain, maybe in consideration towards 20 at 12 doubtful. Yeah. If he was there at 20. But we should say, while I can't get up on the screen, do we have any other bangers that you want to bring up?
From Stuart Randall, 2735.
Oh, yes. Managing editor, Stuart Randall.
Run through best scenarios for all 11 Miami picks, Laurie, please.
Yeah. Okay. So the best scenario is that with pick 11, they get maybe a cornerback. Maybe if Mansell, Delane, I'd love to see him go to the Cowboys, but if he slides to 11, I think that makes a whole bunch of sense.
Delane's good. I like Delane.
And then every other pick, please spend on offensive linemen. Unfortunately, offensive line could be good early. I think we're going to see 10 of them go in the first round between interior and exterior and tackles. Just spend them all on offensive line because I can't stand watching Dolphins football with the piecemeal protection and the waste of I don't know whether you want to call it the waste of Tua Tagovailoa, but we saw the waste of the Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, whatever you think of him off the field experience there. I don't want to see Devon Achane wasted. There's a reason everyone's putting Achane in kind of trade talks is because it's not the Dolphins doing it. Everybody else just wants to free him. Yeah. It seems somewhat fun.
That's right. Tua won't remember his time.
Giants aren't moving. Giants pick is in. I think this could be where my rainbow starts to fade and Caleb Downs comes off the board. I'm not looking at anything. Okay. We're not tipping picks here. Yeah. No tipping picks because part of the fun of the draft is all this.
Reacting live.
What we might do, producer Hatsy, I know you can hear me and I love you very much. When Jimmy, if we get Jimmy to bring up any comments or read out any comments that he likes, maybe we can sync up and bring those up on the stream while
he's brought them up.
Oh, he's brought them up. He's already brought them up.
Already done it. Every time you mentioned it, it came up, little overlay.
Jeez, Hatsy, you're a real dream, mate.
Obviously, Laurie has zero faith.
I have all the faith. I just can't see anything. Look, what are we doing? First round of no computer.
No computer. It's all from the dome.
Running nude. Just running nude through the quad.
That's where your son gets it from.
Yeah, well. Do we have any others while we're waiting? We've got Goodell on stage. There's a bit of a ceremony going on.
I'm watching you just running nude.
Do we have any other comments that you'd like to bring up?
Yeah.
Any other goodies while we're waiting here?
More just statements. Mendoza from Boston areas.
Yeah, sure.
Thoughts on him?
My thoughts on Mendoza. Look, I think it's.
Who picks in?
Solid as Reese.
Oh, whoa! So hasn't that just?
What are
the Chiefs of?
What are the Chiefs coming up for?
What are the Giants doing?
Oh, wow!
What are the Giants doing?
Are they just selecting the best player available?
So who are they trading? Because they have 4 edge rushers now. They sent Dexter Lawrence away. Do they think that they traded away like Thibodeau? Do they think Lawrence is still on their team?
They're sexy Dexy, right?
Yeah. They've got 4 edge. Unless I'm mistaken, and I'm a bit of a degenerate who follows the NFL just a little bit closer.
Are they going to trade?
Yeah,
they must trade.
Who are they going to trade? It's hard to believe it's going to be Abdul Carter. Is Brian Birds on the trade?
You can trade. We'll have Abdul Carter, Penn State boy.
Carter brothers.
Yeah. We love former Giants who went to Penn State.
Lil Wayne and Jay-Z, just a couple of Carter brothers. All right,
Mr. Carter, where you been?
Good song.
Where you been?
Good song.
Great song.
All right,
Arrel. Guy, Dan?
We just spent all this time talking about it can't be Arrel Reese. The Chiefs come up. Well done, Chiefs. Arrel Reese off the board.
Okay, so did the Chiefs go up expecting Reese at 6?
The Chiefs would know. The Chiefs would know who's going at 5. I don't think you make that move without. Teams know stuff.
Who do they want then?
Having had a couple of look,
Why do you reckon
I'm gonna peel back the curtain here, not open the kimono because that's a gross term. But I'm gonna peel back the curtain. I have had times.
Is that a term?
Also, you know, he studied Japanese sociolinguistics.
Yeah.
That was a subject at his school.
And that was the result?
Yeah.
That's the best it's got?
Hey, we're going to open the kimono here.
The NFL After's watch party's hitting full stride right now.
Yeah.
But I have had messages from certain teams, from people who work
Yeah.
in the building, who may or maybe not in draft rooms at a certain time,
Mm.
and they're like, they're 2 picks ahead of us. So teams know what's going on.
Okay.
Maybe 1 pick ahead or 1.5 pick at this point. By the time you're in round 3, they're like 7 picks ahead of everything.
What was that year in like the NBA when like
Tipping picks.
yeah, and it was like you couldn't say the next pick, and so like it was like
You said zoning in on.
yes,
Yeah,
zoning in.
They have narrowed their
They're
focus.
interested
Uh-huh.
in.
Yeah, they are taking a major in.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think that was what was beneath the kimono, but here we are. I feel like I know more.
You know more.
Yeah.
Look, we're here to educate. That's what we said, right? People are
But
going to get
that's
smarter.
Fascinating.
So let's.
I'm so curious about that. That's got to be a trade, right? They've kind of got a
Brian
handshake
Burns.
with someone.
Abdul Carter
And Thibodeau, yeah.
and
One of the great suits in draft history, Thibodeau.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm very. What's happening? I mean, look,
to the point where I'm so confused that I panicked
Mm.
and thought, here I am spieling about NFL in this country again, and I've forgotten that Kayvon Thibodeau got traded to the,
yes, yeah.
Miami Tortellinis or something. Like,
No, Abdul Carter was last year.
yeah.
What pick was he?
I mean, I know the Giants had a NASCAR package back in 2007, with the, OC Humanoras and Justin Tucks and Strahans and stuff. But
Justin Tuck. That's someone I
that
thought about a lot.
that is not, these guys aren't tweeners.
Yeah.
Those are edge rushers, and they got 4. So what is going on?
Oh, look, I mean,
Harbaugh taking the best talent on the board.
And
Sure, but
He's kind of old school.
what else?
I don't know if you've seen like all the stuff during the week where he's like he's not sleeping. Have you seen all that? And he's staying at the facility. He's like, and they're reporting like no coach has done more draft prep than
Okay,
Harbaugh.
but
I
did
don't know
he
if you saw
check
that.
the Owl Lads depth chart for his own
Did
team?
you see he's on his own team? He's like, I'm all in on this Reese guy.
All right.
What do you have already?
So
Yeah.
you think Thibodeau, they picked up the option, but that doesn't necessarily lock them into anything. And Burns, those would be the two that because hard to believe you're moving Carter at this point.
Mm.
But where else can Reese play?
Reese is an out edge rusher. He spent time at linebacker,
That's
but
what I
you're not.
thought, yeah.
His future is at edge rusher.
Yeah.
And if John Harbaugh is thinking different, look, he's forgotten more about football than I have. But
that's all I'm
disagree
thinking.
firmly
Like,
with him.
if they stacked that position and he is high on a bloke that he's seen,
Yeah.
Mm.
maybe he sees him playing somewhere. I don't know. I'm just trying to put together the pick in my brain.
I'm baffled. Do we have any other comments and questions that we want to bring up while we're here? Shefty's got a report for us.
From Toby Wilson.
Oh.
Hashtag close the kimono.
Good. Keep it closed.
Another one from Smooey. New nickname for Jimmy Shefter. I don't know if I've done anything to warrant that.
I think you correctly guessed Jeremiah Love.
I did.
Well
Yes.
done, you.
Couple of ones.
any
I
other-
think, but since then it hasn't been.
That was such a delayed
Great.
compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on my internet. There is a trade from ESPN Australia.
Whoa.
There is a trade.
Yeah.
Let's bring that up. Which one's that one?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Wait, pick is in. We got the pick from the Chiefs.
Yes, the
Pick to
Chiefs.
Should we
Is
hit that first, then the trade?
Yeah, right. Let's look at the pick.
The pick
Then see what
is
the trade
in.
is.
This could be, edge rushers have come off the board already. Could they get a cornerback? They just traded away their best corner to the LA Rams for their 29th pick in the first round. So could they be,
I've
look,
seen who it is.
don't say.
Don't.
Oh wow!
I know what you're saying.
Wow.
Could be a wide receiver. I don't know what
Who
it
is
is.
it?
Mansell Delane. There it is.
Yeah,
Quarterback.
okay.
Yeah,
Quarterback.
yeah, makes a ton of sense.
Strong.
Super clean. The only question about Delane, like this guy's so composed out there. He's like takes time during the early 5-10 yards of a route to figure out where it is, feel where the receiver's going, get a grasp for it, and then eyes transition to what the quarterback's up to. Stays in phase. The only question was how fast are you?
Yeah.
And then he ran close to like a 4.4 flat. I think some people even had him in the high 4.3s for his 40-yard dash. So super, 5'11" and change. So I guess he's not 6 foot, so slightly undersized. He's sub 200. But I mean, watching here, like he's just blankets dudes. Tight does not open a lot of window room at all for his receivers. They're rolling the highlights now on ESPN. And also the type of guy who's got the instincts. And I saw this with one other player, and I'm not going to say his name because I'm holding out hope that he slides. But Mansell Delane will have his guy locked down, and as he transitions his eyes to the quarterback, he'll immediately peel off when he knows the ball's going elsewhere and go disrupt somebody else. It makes a ton of sense. Clearly, they thought he wasn't getting past that run from
who else?
from 7. You've got the Commanders could use help.
Yeah.
8, the Saints could have done it.
9.
9 was them. 9 was them.
Yeah.
So they figured he wasn't getting through. Jump up and make the move. Yeah, I'm stunned at the Arrel Reese of it all, but Mansour delay makes a ton of sense. This is one of the cleanest. Yeah, I think he's in the big 6 of kind of the prospects for me. So coming off the board at 6 makes a ton of sense.
Yeah,
right.
I really.
Now away from football takes, let's get back to hilarity.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, the trade. That must have been the trade. That must have been.
Is that the trade we brought up on screen?
It must have been. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yes. So.
You get really caught looking at yourself in the stream, don't you?
So now we got.
That's a strong. The mustache looks even better on the stream.
I just want to see what my hairline's doing. It's rare that I get this kind of honest angle.
You look scared.
I'm concerned.
The question is, here's the question: are the Browns done? Could they move back again and pick up more assets? Styles down, still on the board. Tyson, we have not had an offensive lineman yet. I would say that Commanders probably aren't the most obvious landing spot for an offensive lineman. Saints could probably use some help up front, building with, Tyler Shuck, giving him a chance. They could also look to wide receiver. The Browns, then back on the board at 9, could definitely use offensive line. So do we start to see, the Mwanga names?
One of the things I like this year is the 10 minutes down to 8 minutes.
Yes, it's moving.
And not comments on our stream, but online, people are saying this draft feels very rushed.
Let's bring it down for you.
The Giants were only on the clock for 5 minutes before they made that Reese pick.
Maybe they should have taken the other 3 minutes to check their depth chart.
I don't know if that makes that pick worse or better.
They knew. They knew
the guy.
They
knew. Slept.
They had their plan.
I like the reporting. It's like he hasn't slept. He stayed there all night. It's like he went for one of the things. Like he went for a coffee with the general manager, and it ended up being like a 3-hour meeting.
Yeah, I mean, all I'm hearing is this guy has like marital troubles. You know what I mean? He's staying at facilities, having long coffees with his boss. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, wasn't it like Mike from the Seahawks? They were like, he's like, I haven't seen my kid. Like I see him 1 hour a week. Or what was it?
I mean, are we awarding terrible parenting in 2026?
Yeah, apparently.
Can we?
But you want a coach that locks in.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just like you're staying in the
Jets
facility.
coach is like, I see my kids all the time. I do.
That's why I'm so tired. Yeah. That's why I'm sleeping on the job.
Hey, we don't have Salah anymore. Who's got how many kids? Like 8, 10.
10.
How many kids does Salah have? It's so many. It's like an Old Testament number of children. It's crazy.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
It's a gospel of children.
Between that and the assortment of egg domes in his coaching stuff, he's got an interesting way of accumulating.
That's why he's got no time to tell the hairdresser how to do it. It's like, shave it, take it off. I gotta get home.
I will say we're all looking tanned on the digital stream. Having seen the clips are going out, guys, follow along on ESPN Australia socials. The clips are going out. Share around. Keep sending the comments in. Jimmy, do we have anything juicy coming up as the Commanders pick is in? They're not moving.
No, just a lot of people talking about the kimono still.
Good.
As you should. That's what it's about.
Kimono.
Next
that's probably one of the best quotes so far of the whole thing. I'm going to open the kimono. Guys.
I think shout out to one of the podcast OGs, Dan Hansis, in the old Around the NFL podcast, where Open the Kimono was first brought in as a bit of corporate jargon that needed to be retired swiftly.
I will say, like we do on the stream, we look like your fans. Love sitting over there by yourself. Man,
I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm hanging out with all the mates.
Dan doesn't even have a mic.
No,
that's one of the comments. Is Dan mic'd up?
Can anyone hear Dan? That was actually me commenting.
Would it be a real power move? We don't have another third mic, brother.
Just lean in. Hey man.
All right. Absolutely no idea. Still baffled by the Giants. They've thrown a spanner in this, but all right, we've got Walter Payton.
Francis, who's the next best pick? Francis, my guy. Caleb Downs, Styles.
So next, Downs, Styles, jump off the board. Spencer Fano.
There's the pick's in. There it is. Styles. He's gone.
Sonny Styles to the Commanders makes a ton of sense. Yeah. Dan Quinn gets his guy.
That seems like a great pick. Like I said, we just said Styles is the guy you watched and you went, it looked good. And then the guy to the reverse of tanking we've got to get back to that. The combine. He absolutely dominated it. So I think everyone felt like he was one that rocketed up draft boards.
Oh, he's super clean.
Because of those sweet measurables.
Yes. The measurables, the tape's great. I mean, there's a question of, position value with linebackers. The same with Caleb Downs. position value. Is that where you want to spend? But I mean, he centerpiece linebacker, 3 downs, has the athleticism to help in coverage. They're playing it out right now.
And 3 Ohio State players off the board.
Yeah. But in terms
I don't think anyone thought Tate was going first out of those 3, by the way.
Out of
Tate, Reese, and Styles.
No. I had him first wide receiver, not there. But yeah, Spencer Fano, who's a guard, offensive tackle, be probably best on the board along with Caleb Downs still.
Yeah.
You can throw, Reuben Bain in there, Francis. It's not. My heart wants to say Mwanga, but it's Mawionga. Is there as well. More of a right tackle. Then you've got Vega Ywani, who's.
Well, you know who I like for the Eagles, so I'm not going to say it yet.
Yes,
because I don't want to jinx it. I can point to that's who I want.
That's who you want.
So
should I read it out?
No.
Should I read it out to the group?
Well, like Laurie and me.
Well, no one would hear me. I got no mic.
There's 2.
There's chaos out
There's 2 guys that I like for the Eagles. We mentioned this morning.
Yes.
I want to. We'll wait.
All right. So 8 on the board now.
Can I go back just to like when Dan was saying about the throwing the combine?
Yes.
I had a thought the other day, similar but not throwing it. I think moving forward in this, like, you look at the kids, right? The kids out there.
The kids,
right?
Who are these kids?
These kids, the youth.
Okay.
Even today, like they I think they're very concerned with how they're portrayed. You know what I mean? Like social media and everything.
Sure.
It's like it's very curated and stuff. I feel like maybe moving forward, more players opt out of things at the combine. So
Okay.
like, I may not do the 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
I may not do the jump or jump and whatever because it's like
way less doing it.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to become just part and parcel where it's like, no, I'm not going to do any of this. Why would I embarrass myself to do something? I love it. I love seeing it, but I just feel like in this day and age, especially where we're moving,
I think as well, we're going to get to a point with the tracking data that they have on players in game.
Yeah.
So they have like GPS stats on how not private schools in Sydney.
Wow.
Yeah. They have all those.
That's an eastern suburbs little aside.
Not the first time this week.
you can take the boy out of the eastern suburbs. You can't take the eastern suburbs.
I'm back in the area.
Yeah.
But like they have all these motion stats on like how fast players are moving on the field in helmet and pads. That stuff's going to weigh far more than a 40-yard dash in a controlled environment where you're not wearing anything on out of a stance that you're not going to commonly use, all those kind of things. They have a lot. So like the next 5-10 years, massively going to change how much people are looking and putting primacy on those, like the 40, even great things like the 3-cone, short shuttle, those kind of things. There's replacement data in football environments that their teams are already have. Once that becomes more publicly available, that's when the narrative changes. That's what we're talking about, not a 4.4740.
Just before we get back to that, I just realised Laurie is wearing his little Levi's, which is from San Fran, which is the top you got when we were over at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, just something.
Went to the first Levi's store we did.
You guys had a nice little moment, did you?
Yeah, we did. I just remember.
That's cool.
And it's got a shade of green for Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought it was for my Eagles.
Or the envy I have over teams that will pick players that I like.
I you know what's funny? I actually enjoy watching the combine more than the Pro Bowl these days.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's hot take.
No, I think you might have a few in your corner there. Any more comments have we got coming up that we need to jump to? I can see a big, healthy one there.
Okay, yep. Imagine the contracts coming for the Giants pass rushers. Trade one of them and reset the clock there. Get some more help on the O-line for Dart.
That's a fair shout.
Yeah.
Oh, so, I mean, not that there's these teams that are just standing there with like all the offensive line talent in the world.
There's some great offensive tackles there.
I mean, the offensive linemen are on the board. The Giants haven't taken one. I think and then there's going to be one for them there at 10. But it is a little confusing. I mean,
what do you do at 10 then? Like, because of the Reese pick to me.
Is George Pickens available? Do you send an edge rusher to Dallas? I mean, it's Dallas and New York, so it's probably not going to happen. But on paper, something like that.
The greatest NFC East.
Yes.
What a division. What a great division.
Mike,
I think the NFL needs 4 teams.
But they're going to have to trade one. And if we're going to play a power rank, how they're going to, like, most likely to be traded, put Thibodeau at the top, Brian Burns, Daylight, Abdul Carter, and then they're obviously not going to pick up Arrel Reese.
I love Brian Burns.
Yeah, let me go. I want to pull up Brian Burns' contract to see how movable it is.
Because I just think
How
Yeah.
fungible it is?
Fungible.
Yeah, Sydney Uni coming strong there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of those words from Japanese sociolinguistics.
No, that was
I
this
thought it
was
was
geopolitics.
COVID paintings.
This was geopolitics.
This is a fungible token.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
mean?
what I thought, yeah.
It's a contract. It's a contract that's worth money.
No, wait. No, we need to quickly call Benjamin McKenzie, aka Ryan from the OC. He's got thoughts about fungible tokens.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't seen this new thing?
Yeah, I've seen the new thing.
So Ryan Atwood.
Yeah,
Benjamin
right. Atwood,
McKenzie,
of
is
course.
like
So,
become the most front-forward-facing critic of cryptocurrency and like all that stuff.
and
in
it's
the world.
being like ungoverned and like all these crypto
He's like
bros
on
are funding.
every show in the state. He's
Yeah.
like on with Jon Stewart and everything.
Right.
And
And,
I'm
I'm a critic. He's against.
Hates it,
Firmly.
firmly.
Great.
Deeply.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
He's like,
Love
he's
his
talking-
work.
and he's like exposing people. People have gone to jail.
Oh.
Did you think you were going to have? We're on an ad break right now.
Oh, thank God.
on the door. Did you think you were going to have a draft watch party by three Australians that veered off into an OC main character's career change towards political and financial criticism of cryptocurrency?
And then
Yeah.
who's the like the main villain, the guy that was like in the water polo team?
Luke.
Luke, yeah,
He wasn't a villain. He really
he
turned
turned good.
around.
He was
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
he went from water polo bloke to like border
Dog.
collie.
I don't know
yeah.
if I
Yeah,
finished
likes
this.
the band Rooney.
I don't think
He
I
loves
loves
it
Rooney.
over and over
Shake it.
again.
I still think Marissa's alive.
That's
I never made it that deep.
That's your conspiracy
Yeah.
theory?
No, no,
Marissa is alive.
it's
You know
like,
what?
I never made it to the
Oh,
season when she died.
You know what? Bring her back. Bring her back. If there was ever a show where it was like anything after that was a dream.
You know, here's a fun fact. I don't know if you remember about the OC.
Here we
Uh-huh.
go.
Is
I
Chris,
will.
Chris Pratt was in it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the hippie
You're kidding.
Yeah.
hippie
That was his
pseudo
first-
Oh,
boyfriend.
that was like
for-
season 4.
Yeah.
That's not canon. Get out of here. That's absurd.
that's not
insane.
canon.
It
Can I know what
The
it's-
OC
that's not-
died.
that's
The
not
OC
okay.
died when Marissa
Alright.
died.
Look,
Yeah,
the
that's
first,
correct.
the
Yeah.
first season and a half until Marissa
Excellent.
popped Trey.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Marissa popped Trey,
What you
Say.
say? And that is also the greatest SNL sketch
Ever.
of all time.
Ever.
Nothing is better.
So
than
what a
that.
legacy for Imogen Heap.
You know
Much-
she does
much-
baby songs now.
Oh,
She does
Does
baby
what?
songs. Like
No,
does,
she
like,
doesn't.
I swear to God, songs for children, like proper toddlers, to put them to sleep because her voice has like a weird vocal
Yeah.
range that they find soothing.
I mean, that
I've been
checks
hitting
out.
so much Imogen Heap in the car,
I
brother.
mean, Imogen,
It's
if
crazy.
anyone's voice was going to be attuned to like the impact of like whale sounds or something, it's Imogen Heap.
Yeah,
Like, that's
but
exactly
it's the
we do
period-
have a pick, by the way. The Saints are on the clock.
But it's-
Oh, the Saints pick is in.
The periodic gunshots what wake the kid up, though.
That-
the,
yeah,
that's
well,
the chaos.
Oh, so
gonna-
you're
we're
just
gonna-
playing the episode
Yeah,
straight,
yeah,
not
yeah.
even track.
Couple more comments. One's
Yes.
just more thoughts in the OC, please.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
we'll
get back to you after the pick.
Yeah.
I've got more.
All right. What do you got? Saints.
Saints on the board. Look, lots of needs. Could be wide receiver, could be offensive line, could be defensive help.
You
Could
think the
this-
Saints are the most unsexy NFL team? At the
No, they
moment?
have Tyler
Ah.
Shuck. Jordan Tyson. There it goes. So I had him getting a wide receiver. I thought Carnell Tate was the better
He's gonna
fit,
go,
but
yeah.
he's gone.
He's gone.
Jordan Tyson off the board. Look, super. He plays a lot of snap. There's a lot of like when you see him run his routes. There's a lot of juice to him. It kind of makes you excited. I'm not the big. I liked him. I didn't have him as wide receiver one. The biggest comp to him that you're hearing around the place is Stephon Diggs, young Stephon Diggs, not Stephon Diggs current day. Young talented.
Seven have a team.
Stephon has some stuff to sort out.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson, you pair him with Chris Olave, and you give Tyler Shuck a really good chance to prove that, I'm a big fan, but that the Saints are going to be long-term fans.
You like the Shark? I like the
I
Shark.
love the Shuck. Yeah,
Okay.
Shuck if you buck, Nuck if you
Can we
shuck.
get? Can we
down
get
with
some
all of
like
it.
you shook me all night long?
Ah,
Shook me on.
That'd be good.
That'd be-
That'd be
Not
nice.
so not like Eminem. I still don't give a shuck. Bit too dark.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's a Disney
I mean,
show, Lawrence.
yes. I'm being polite. Yes,
Yeah.
Larry.
Yeah, we need to do some Shuck music this week. But yeah, look, he's
That's what the NFL needs. If there's one thing I'd love is more chance.
Yeah, we could do like Baby Shark. That's Disney, right?
Oh,
Oh,
baby,
Shuck,
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 shuck, shuck, baby,
Yeah.
shuck, shuck.
Can we get back to talking about the OC?
What's your shuck?
But you
Okay.
can see, look, they're running
We're
the
trying.
highlights now. A lot of fun with Jordan Tyson. He's probably, I think he was a lot of people's most fun wide receiver in the class.
He's crying. I
He's
like that.
trying- He went through a
Emotional.
lot of injury stuff.
He's going
in
to
the
play for the
lead-up.
Saints. He's upset.
Nice.
Oh, no.
He gets
Oh, he's on
Torn
down.
ACL, broken collarbone, hamstring injury.
He hasn't
Um,
finished a lot of football season,
No.
but the
Hmm.
talent's there. That's the risk that you're taking. But he's a lot of. There were two big injury things that were being tracked in the run up to the draft. Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're having a lot of fun, but we'll paint the picture as well. Right. Jordan
Sure.
Tyson, are you going to get healthy?
Yeah.
The other one was Jamard McCoy. our cornerback out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Super talented.
I like
People,
Nicholas.
the sentences you hear is this guy was put on this planet to play lockdown corner. Problem is, knee injury, missed all of last season. Hasn't played football since he was a teenager, technically.
Yeah.
Oh.
So hasn't been on the field playing proper football since a teenager. Missed all of last season and then missed the entirety of the pre-draft combine.
Yeah.
Ran at a pro day and ran a good time. But it's not just the ACL they're worried about. This potentially the buzz and the murmurs and some of the reporting you're hearing from the likes of Dane Brugger is that teams are also worried that there's another knee surgery in his future and how that impacts long term. So if you think back to not Jalen Smith territory, but I remember Miles Jack coming out of UCLA. There was a lot of mystery around the knee. Todd Gurley had a bit of that as well. And ultimately came to play. Todd Gurley was retired by 26, 27.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And one of the most
Prime,
one of the most beautiful runners of football I've ever seen in my life.
Prime, like, I mean, you know, even for Georgia, a dog, he's okay. But yeah, it's wild to me because he comes to Australia a fair bit. Spends a bit of time out here.
Yeah, he's done work with NFL
that.
Australia. Does work with the Rams down here. I imagine he's probably going to be down for the Melbourne game.
Yeah, he's
for sure.
coming down.
And you know what? Loves round of golf. So Todd Gurley, if this makes its way to you, we want to go out and play golf.
He always takes the cart, you know.
Yeah, well,
The cart,
Yeah, he's not walking.
Yeah,
No.
well, neither are me and Jimmy. All right, Browns pick is in, so they're not moving again. They're locked in here.
Okay.
This could be offensive line.
Right.
Yeah.
They could use some stats.
Bit of protection.
I mean, look,
is Shador their number one at the moment?
they said it's an open competition with Shador and he who shall not be named.
I was going to say your mate. It's just the most like Australian thing when like someone doesn't like someone. You say
Your mate. Not my mate.
Yeah.
You're not my mate. Your
Not
mate.
my mate, dude.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
Because that owner came out, didn't he? It was just like he could. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
Just
so it seems like there's going to be a competition there.
Sure.
We shall see. But Browns pick is in. We will line up. Any more comments, Jimmy, that we need to get to?
Oh no, I was saying like the Saints unsexy, and I know you guys like. I like Shuck as well, but I mean like I'm just talking about like a very. It's not a bad franchise, and I like Shuck, but I just feel like the Saints right now are just very like mid.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
But they're also a little like Kellen Moore wasn't a sexy hire.
Yeah, I know.
But
we want him back. Come back.
But
Come back, Kellen, please.
it's
Things are a mess.
but
Kellen, come back.
I know Jordan Mailata said the same thing right after he left. Right after the Super Bowl, he was already bummed that Kellen Moore was leaving.
Can I tell you one of the like the worst things about is like when you're watching the great game of the NFL from afar. You know, you make up things in your head of what's happening or what's not happening or whatever. And I had the absolute pleasure of knowing Jordan Mailata playing golf with him and his brother for their Bucks party, hanging out. When he's telling me what's happening in the franchise, I'm like, I don't want to,
Don't ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. I want to pretend everything's great and all good. And then you're actually telling me things. And then also it's like, this is completely off the record. You can never repeat any of this. And I'm like, cool, I'm just going to keep this to myself and be sad.
Yeah, that's why you talk about the OC.
Yeah.
It's safe. Something.
He's for the
Nice.
Here
We
go.
went wrong.
It's happening
We
imminently.
weren't wrong. The Browns are making a sensible football decision.
They
That sounds
are.
great. Good for the Browns.
Good for the Browns.
I like when teams do sensible things. Maybe I'm projecting.
I see. So
Spencer Fano.
Hell yeah.
Inside, outside, probably inside, playing mid guard. You had a feeling?
No, I like him. Like I think there's some great offensive tackles. Magoa from the U, Freeling from Georgia, Caden Proctor, Roll Tide. I didn't see him going above those three.
This is the old ice cream adage. There's 50 different flavors. Everybody's got their pick. The offensive lineman. Is that our first offensive lineman off the board? Which is crazy. There feels like there's a big stopping point after the first round as well. So I think through the teens and then into the 20s, potentially some trade action there. I think you're going to see a massive run on offensive linemen. Right, so that's 9 off the board. Giants pick is in. They went defense with Arrel Reese. John Harbaugh's history, picking Kyle Hamilton, would suggest that this could very well be Caleb Downs' territory. I don't want it spoiled. I'm not going to look at my phone. I want to see this come up. I want the pain to be real as I see Caleb Downs come off the board.
It's Reuben Bain Jr.
Oh my god. This could be. I mean, do the Giants go get the other? If there's a top 3 receiver, and it's Mekhi Lemon, do they go and get him? They could use another receiver to go with Monsieur Neighbors.
Yeah.
They could go offensive line. There's definitely defensive help that isn't
I
edge
mean, they
rusher
can go
that they can
anything
look
off
at.
the back of their last pick. They could literally do anything. They can draft
Who
a
knows?
quarterback here.
The selection's in. That
do
means
it.
the
Ty
Dolphins
Simpson.
will be up next. I think this is Caleb Downs coming off the board.
Which would annoy me because I
Yeah,
love
so
Caleb Downs.
get ready to clip this if I'm this sad. Francis Mike. Offensive line.
The you.
Jerry, do whatever you have to do to get to 11 now. All right, I know you're at 12. I give up the third to go from 12 to 11 and get Caleb Downs. Because
That will annoy me to no length if Caleb Downs goes to your Dallas Cowboys. It's going to be a long season.
Big Francis Adam. I said the offensive linemen are coming off the board now.
Yeah, it's happening.
Francis
I think
primarily
now
played on the right side.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Maiawa.
teams try and move up as well because there's a lot of teams that need offensive tackles, and I don't think it's a huge, it's not a huge depth.
Dolphins could use. Cowboys don't need to, but
it's a trade.
Oh god,
You've gone down.
Cowboys.
You've got out. It's gone Dolphins.
Oh.
Dolphins. Oh no, Cowboys gone up. You're 11.
I called it. No, Nostradamus. They're coming.
I don't want Caleb Downs going to. No.
Oh, come on, Caleb Downs. Get ready to clip this.
Trailer.
No, come on.
Take
on.
anyone.
Either I'm going to be sad, or
Take Reuben Bain Jr.
either I'm going to be devastated or
Oh,
elated.
don't.
Let's try and keep your buttons on, Loz.
Oh, please don't take. I love Caleb Downs.
Great energy. The kids would say great
Yeah.
aura, but great energy from Big Francis here.
I like this guy a lot.
Strong.
Taking his time.
Yeah, good player. It's a good pick from the. I can't
Good look in the
knock
mirror.
the value and the talent that the Giants got. It's the position, and maybe we'll find out because maybe the Giants are going to end up.
There's a quote from opaque Bangaroo.
Optic
Optic Barangaroo, sure, yeah.
No, dude, I'll do it.
They're fair.
I'll read it
I
out.
know who this is coming from. Opaque.
I didn't get any of that. Look at me.
This is the
coming
replay.
from-
That's the replay right there.
It's
I
coming
get to
from
watch myself
Opaque
correct
Banana.
it. Just bang.
What's the comment? What do we got?
That's elite from Horesh. If you get this,
If I
Correct.
called this, yeah.
It's big.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Let them
I
go
would be
get down.
so mad because I'm
I'm not looking at anything. If we can stay off.
anything. I'm saying, but
Let's stay off.
I said, yeah. I'm so. If it's Caleb, like I said, he to me is the play in this
He's
draft
the guy.
against the safest player. I mean safety, but he's the guy. He's
This
so
would
smart.
be-
I'm so high on him. I've seen Saban talk about him and wax poetically when he came in that first season in Alabama and just dominated as a true freshman.
Safety has been
he's-
so bad for the Cowboys
I
for
know.
so long as well. So long.
oh.
This, if they did, I mean, look, they could break my. They might go and take a wide receiver here.
Yeah.
Maybe they take Mekhi Lemon.
I mean,
But clearly they felt
that
that
would make
whoever
me
they
happy.
wanted at 12, someone was going to come and jump them.
Terrible decision.
I know you do. I know you do. Clearly, Cowboys felt someone was going to jump them,
Yeah.
and they didn't want to take that chance. We
Have you
shall
heard anything
see.
from your Cowboys people?
I'm not
about-
looking at anything
No, as in like, have you heard in pre-draft
about
people
their-
they're high on or?
Oh, they like Downs
Yeah.
for sure. I think it sounded like they were souring on Bain. It could be BS.
Yeah.
They like the wide receivers from certain reports. I don't know what rank they had him in. They would have loved like a crack at a Sonny Styles or an Arrel Reese, but that was never realistic. But clearly they didn't want to take a chance here. Their
Just a
defense
quick-
was abominable last year.
Just, I mean, while we're waiting, a comment here from Kieran
Yes.
AUS89.
Yes.
Just dropping in to say Cardinal Tate is Jerry Rice 2.0. Tighten up.
Kieran, long-time listener, long-time commentator, great friend of the show, loves the Titans. Pumped. Look, I think it's a great fit. I love it. I love it for the Titans. Any other while we wait and while the pick is in, no surprise there for the Cowboys. We'll wait on that.
Tate, Jerry Rice 2.0.
That is bold.
You shouldn't be drinking this early in the morning.
Yeah. I think Titans fans would take Golden Tate. They're just
I think they'd take Brent Tate.
I was gonna say,
talk about your all-time neck rolls, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
The great man.
Yeah.
The brace. Bring back the next race.
Brent Tate and Leighton Van Der Esch.
Oh, here we go. From Opeak.
Optic
Banger.
Optic Barangaroo.
Yeah. Quick rank favorite draft watching chips. I'm currently staring at cheese Doritos, salt and vinegar, chili kettles.
Chili kettles.
Chili Kettle's old school.
What is it? The name written on the roll? Why are you going the second word first? That's psycho. What are you out of your mind?
The chili
The
kettles.
chili kettles. Do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want the light and tangy thins?
Let me tell you.
I want original kettles.
Let
Yeah.
me tell you, about circa 1998, some kettle chili and a 600 ml buddy of Coke was a great combination at about the age of
Do they?
10.
I remember
buddy.
as a kid.
You remember it was called a buddy?
It was called a buddy?
Yeah, a 600 ml Coke bottle, Coca-Cola, was called a buddy.
I thought a buddy was chips on a sandwich.
I thought it was a very good AFL player.
Is it?
That's a butty with a T.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a butty.
Yeah.
No, you're not
Yeah.
saying butty?
No,
They were saying
buddy.
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 Like,
Yeah.
Buddy
like
Franklin.
Oh.
Which is crazy.
You guys should kiss.
We will.
Okay, if Caleb Downs gets picked by the Cowboys,
If Fernando
Sorry, I mean, who knows
what's gonna happen?
Sorry, we've got-
I will kiss Laurie right now.
Cheese Doritos, vinegar and salt.
so vinegar and salt,
Chili kettles.
chili kettle one,
Chili kettle.
cheese Doritos. I'm not a salt and vinegar guy, but I know I'm in the minority,
That's
so I'm not going to
psycho.
tell people.
I don't like salt and vinegar.
Oh.
Because my mouth is like,
What's happening?
yeah, I'm sorry, it just makes me thirsty.
Dan looks like he's about to walk out of the
I'm just
studio.
confused by both of you. Just
You
like,
love salt and vinegar.
there's salt and vinegar a bit much for me. With the sour warheads, too much as well. Jesus Christ.
No,
You
that
know,
was
it's weird.
great.
I love the sour water.
Yeah.
What? You guys have the same palate.
We should
I don't know about
kiss.
this. Oh, you wouldn't taste anything.
Is that a
Okay.
green?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's get this train
It's
back on
there,
the tracks,
yeah.
mildly.
Look,
Back to OC
We got
coach.
a
What else
break.
we got in the comments? We got an ad break here. They keep,
Oh, Smooey's commented,
Yes.
a peak bangers, a bangaroo.
oh my god.
And he said elite optometrist.
Yeah, it is
We've
very
got-
good
we've got
optometrist.
friends.
Yeah, it's all
The
happening.
comments are all coming together.
Yeah, it's a real community vibe we've got there. Send the comments in, guys. We're loving it. We want you guys joining us for the whole week. It's going to get crazier.
Actually,
Now,
somebody-
Smooey said now it's Laurie Schefter.
Oh,
You
I
tried
know
it
about
up?
that.
Trade it up with a nickname.
All right. Yes.
Kieran said as well, pretty incredible. They shortened the time for each pick,
Mm.
and the NFL is still going to manage to drag this out for 4 hours.
Hey, this is a fun day. It's fun. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
They drag out there's a lot of sports things that end and you kind of left. This is our last big bang of NFL for a good little bit. Mini camps, sure. We'll have some visits down here from the Rams. Hopefully the 49ers come down. We'll see how we go over the offseason.
I thought you were saying just at all.
Yeah,
Because their coach has some thoughts about coming down under.
well, listen.
Didn't McCaffrey come out and it's just like, I think Australia's too far, and they showed him like the MCG, and he was like, oh, that's pretty sick actually.
Yeah.
When imagine if it showed him the SCG. Eh?
When we were at the Super Bowl this year and in Radio Row.
You guys went to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You never bring it up.
You would have loved it.
Never mentions it.
You can come when the Jets come.
Jimmy's
so
no-
never.
I
Hey.
No, I find the best jokes are the ones you have to explain at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well
I
done.
was
Marcus
wanna-
tries to read them out.
Yeah. Caleb Downs. I'm like, he's the safest pick. He's the
Yeah,
safest.
there you go.
What did the Cowboys
Yeah.
give up here?
Oh.
I can't read that.
The 11th overall pick, and that's
too tiny.
minuscule. Can we get it on this eventually?
Yeah.
I don't want to look at my phone because it's going to spoil the pick.
No, I'll get. That's.
We can find
I'll get
this.
it on my delayed.
I'm so sorry.
All right,
Fine.
here we go. Pick is in. We're waiting on this. The Cowboys with the 11th pick
It's gonna make
now.
me so
This is your guy, right?
If this is
Yeah,
Caleb
you're
Downs.
feeling pretty
Come on.
confident.
I'm done.
Come
I'm
on,
leaving.
be Caleb Downs.
Don't be Caleb
If
Downs.
this-
I've heard nothing.
Cowboys
but good things.
selection.
Don't.
Here we go. Roger Goodell at the board. Caleb
Yeah.
Downs is a Cowboy. The Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to stop. Jimmy's walked off, deservedly so.
He's
The
gone.
Dallas Cowboys have just drafted the best safety on their team in decades. Since Darren Woodson, who should be in the Hall of Fame. The Cowboys have the best safety since Darren Woodson. That's a home run. Now I'm going to look at my phone and figure out what the trade terms are.
Mate, that is the best pick.
The
So
Cowboys
smart
gave
by
up
you.
2 5th-rounders.
2 fifth rounders.
2 fifth rounders. Pretty reasonable.
I hate it.
Buzzing.
My favorite player in this draft was him.
Mm.
Yeah, I could talk about him all day again. Like that
Just-
that year at Bama. And look, this is the world we live in now with the transfer portal. You can go anywhere you want. And I do think it was big when Saban obviously left.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. He was there for Saban, and he
Yeah,
was
you
Ohio
said it,
State
yeah.
national champion. But yeah, just a guy so smart. If you see any of the interviews and the way he speaks, like he's so cerebral. He understands the game. He makes an impact straight away.
Coach on the field.
Yeah,
He's a coach on the field. He will line everywhere. For all those plays last year where you saw the Chicago Bears running flea flickers wide open for 40-yard space
I don't
wide
know.
receivers, that's getting eliminated the day Caleb Downs turns up in Dallas.
I don't know who will be the best player from this draft, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt, he will be the best player from this draft next year.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Completely agree.
Hands down.
There's not a time that I watched tape of him
Yeah.
where I didn't come away going, I'm pretty sure that's the best player I just saw out the field there. And think about who he was on the field with at Ohio State. the guys that we've talked about already. But Caleb Downs, that is an absolutely
got a question here from
yes.
Connor Bobby.
Yes, Connor.
Who's going to pick up Reuben Bain Jr.?
Yeah,
a lot of people had him
on.
ranked top 5 in their big boards ahead of Bailey.
The teams do not want to be a historical outlier in the NFL. They do not like that. Look at it right there. There it is on the big board. Thank you very much, Alex Hatz. Loz in the back. There's 2 Lozes involved today. Caleb Downs, number 11 to the Dallas Cowboys safety.
I was like, I mean, the Eagles make great choices. I mean, you look at we drafted Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in the same draft, and then they went and won a Super Bowl in their first year. I thought I was going to be really happy today. And then this happens. My favorite player in this draft could have gone to any team.
But you've also won multiple Super Bowls, and you have Jordan Mailata on your team, the most ridiculous Australian export to the NFL that could have ever been imagined. So it's been all right for the Eagles.
I was doing. Spoiled. We did the Sports Mount Rushmore Australian athletes. So the other podcast that I do. Shout out to Sidebar if you want to follow it. But I was so close to just putting Jordan on it for just to roll people up.
What Australian athletes ever?
4 greatest athletes ever. I'll just put Jordan on there.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets enough praise.
He could be the mountain the other ones are carved into. That could be like a little loophole.
He is a big man.
Surely he'd be bigger than any other person on that mountain by double. I put Don Bradman on there, Shane Warne, Ian Thorpe, and what else did I put on there? He's probably
Don Bradman, Shane Warne, Ian Thorpe, and
greatest athletes. Who else do I have on there?
Well, he'd probably be like a Bradman +1, in terms of
male athletes.
Male athletes. I did the girls as well.
Beautiful.
I put Rod Laver on there.
Rod Laver,
the only man ever to have won the Grand Slam calendar year 2 times.
The calendar slam.
Oh, another one.
Yeah,
last time I saw Laurie this happy, he discovered the Hardy Boys theme was in ESPN music catalog.
Correct. Yep. Who's that?
Wait, Hatsy's last name is Hatzacock.
Whoa. It's Alex Hatzacocksis. All right.
Sorry, pause.
Whoa. Yes. I did.
Why are they making me read?
Yeah.
I'm the worst reader.
I don't know.
The Hardy Boys theme song is rights free.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. A bunch of, apparently back in the day, WWF during the Attitude Era was just like, we can't think of anything. Let's go to some production music at the back catalog.
Oh, so they were
that one's there. I think Hardcore Hollies is on there. There's a bunch, but yeah, they got it off the Extreme Music platform, which is used by just about every newsroom in the Western Hemisphere.
Here's another one from Connor Bobby. The Saints need a big boost to their pass rush group. Will they trade up? Who left would need Reuben the most for their D-line?
Let's have a look at who's up next. I mean, the Dolphins are on the clock. They could use pass rush.
Take us in.
Reuben Bain as a Detroit line makes a ton of sense.
Ooh,
just hard-nosed, bruising edge rusher. Pair him across from Aiden Hutchinson makes it a huge amount.
And I feel like they'd get the most out of him as well.
Yeah, I mean, he fits them on. And he's going to have
the underdog sort of mentality.
Yeah, he's going to have a chip on his shoulder. Yeah. Not going to make any jokes about reaching that chip with his arms. That would be mean.
Get off though.
That would be mean.
You ever seen a T-Rex make a bed? They can't.
Come on now.
Don't get the corner sheets in. Fitted sheets.
If you said this anywhere near Reuben Bain, there's Caden Pro. Okay, offensive tackle.
Roll Tide. I'm not going to say who.
Bit of projection here, but okay. Offensive lineman. There's some others.
Caden Proctor, look, I like him, but I have heard from one person, I'm not going to say, I can't say who it is, about potentially some issues with a knee and the weight and the pressure and some stuff that may be there. So I think he's great. But again, I think it's, we've seen it so many times, people playing his positions and stuff. I mean, Matt Miller's pro comp to Caden Proctor is Jordan Mailata.
One of the 4 greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah. Big, the big man.
But to be honest, any big man has even, good friend Jesse Williams. That's why he ended up sliding in the draft.
Yep.
It's there's a lot of pressure. You play the position, and you have to be a big guy to play that position, and it's going to put pressure on you. And if there's something there, it can become worse.
There's nothing in his tool bag that doesn't say he can't succeed. This is route refining technique. Big task on the offensive staff, the new coaching staff, the offensive line staff there in Miami, to make sure the best has gotten here out of Proctor. Because there's the highlights are phenomenal. Size, athleticism, all that kind of stuff, explosiveness. But this just needs some polish and some refinement. And not the first offensive lineman to come out. Monroe Fearling is also a super raw, super athletic offensive tackle, left tackle prospect. in this draft class, where similar things are going to be said. It's going to be about, mental makeup, diligence, but he's pumped. He's happy.
Can I just say as well, again, back on Jordan, this is a guy who didn't play this sport, right? Got drafted, and now there's a comp, the 12th pick of the draft, and their comp is Jordan Mailata.
And
how
you know what?
wild is that?
It probably won't be the last, because also in this class, also at the offensive line position is, and I'm just pulling up his name now, Max Inacho, who's played the game for about 3-4 years, and is a fringe first-round pick, offensive lineman, super late to the game, and now has put himself in that position. And it's the same conversation they had. They often, when you hear pundits in the lead-up talk about this, they say, look at what happened with someone like a Mailata. This is what he needs. He needs time. He needs maybe not the 3 years that Jordan Mailata needed, but for someone who's played the game so short. But we think about Mailata in terms of Australian or Polynesian talent from this part of the world, tapping into it late, getting over there. What's the pathway? But he's being used far more than that. He's been used as a projection for a lot of other talent, even in the States, that find the game late. Raw, maybe they were basketball players. Maybe they're playing for lacrosse, for all I know, and had a growth spurt in year 11.
Who's your favorite lacrosse player?
Who is my favorite lacrosse player? I believe Field Yates, ESPN's own, used to play a good bit of lacrosse. So one of the most, you meet those people and you're like, you're incredibly talented, funny, nice,
Stop describing Dan.
handsome. What's going on? And
Can read.
And somehow down to earth as well. What's going on there? I've had the pleasure of meeting Field twice, and each time I'm like, that's a ridiculously charming, nice.
Can I say,
individual.
I haven't met him, but a very handsome man. Looking at doesn't
Great
when
salad.
I think lacrosse players, I think Pat Spencer on the Warriors. He was a lacrosse player, but he looks like a lacrosse
Who was
player.
our wide receiver who played for the New England Patriots? Who was, I want to say his last name was Hogan.
Oh yeah. No, I was about to say Ben Hogan.
You've just got golf on the mind.
Yeah.
I
love golf.
He was. Don't we
You
all?
love golf, Dan?
I'm indifferent to golf.
You should come out and play golf with us.
That the indifference kind of suggests maybe I should give it a miss.
Laurie's really good.
Thank you very much.
Hogan.
Chris Hogan.
Chris Hogan.
Yeah.
Chris Hogan, wide receiver for the Patriots back in the day, was a phenomenal lacrosse player, and I think that's why Bill Belichick loved him so much.
And also, just another good-looking rooster.
I was going to say,
That's a
hot fella.
That's a handsome man.
Not bad.
Youngfield Yates was yoked.
Was he?
Youngfield Yates
I
was-
haven't seen it, but I can.
You know the statuesque, or what we saw from our man from Texas Tech before.
Mustache
Jacob
McGee.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, my guy.
Yes,
Rodriguez.
that type of
Yeah, he's my
gear and
protege.
gear, that's what Youngfield Yates offered.
People don't know Scheffner's just ripped. Like you take that suit off, and there's like an 8-pack.
And let's get back to the OC conversation. How are the comment section right now? Anything burning? Anything you
Probably
need to
telling
know?
us to shut up and talk. No, actually, people enjoy us.
Really?
All right. Where are we?
That's a win for
All
everybody.
right, from Kieran, I am back for the reaction to the Rams pick.
Back for the reaction to the Rams pick. Well, we shall see.
We shall see.
We are in
That
an
hasn't
ad break
happened yet.
right now.
An ad break.
Salt
Salt
and
vinegar it is.
Upteak Barangaroo. I'll just say that
Salt
one.
and vinegar. Interesting. So he backed Dan's taste.
Yeah.
Jimmy. I can't knock that. Where is the emergency water?
Oh, yeah.
Over there.
May I trouble?
Yeah.
Oh!
That wasn't even me that time.
No, that was all of Gundawindi's finest right there.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated out here, guys. There's 32 picks. That means 32 chances to get a headache. So stay hydrated as you get your draft on.
Who is the best player remaining out there?
Let me have a look at.
Is it Reuben Bain?
Bain,
He'll be up
Lemon.
there.
Is he up there?
He would
Lemon.
certainly be up there.
Kenyon Shadiq from
Kenyon
Oregon.
Sadiq would be in the
Where
conversation there.
does Kenyon Shadiq rank for you compared to the two tight ends from last year? Because Warren and Loveland. Where would he be with
I was
them?
higher on Loveland
Yeah.
than Warren. Probably split the two.
In the middle?
Yeah, probably split the two. But the tight ends are tough. Tight ends can take some time, and it's like sometimes it's years, and we literally saw it in a season. Early on, Tyler Warren getting fed,
Yeah.
PPR god, fantasy god, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, they went through some injuries and the Colts slowed down. But by the end of it, Colton Loveland is one of the game-breaking, young players in the league.
Yeah. No.
So it can happen that quickly. It does take some season.
Him singing Mario, Let Me Love You.
Yeah.
Is one of the greats. NFL, non-NFL clips.
Pure football players, Bain and Vega Ywani. If you just want a big nasty guard to get after it. On tape, Jamal McCoy. But
Our white boy, Dylan. Elliman from Oregon.
Dylan Thieneman for sure is getting right into that range now. The most commonly mocked player has been Dylan Thieneman to the Vikings to replace one white safety with another white safety. Which, you know, as an Eagles fan and Reed Blankenship not going there, I mean, no longer being there, I mean, you must be a little bit hurt by that.
Yeah, look, we love a little saucy white boy. Kind of white boy have a little motion. Am I right, Dan?
Yeah, the exciting whites.
Yes. I know, devastated. We got to interview them when I went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's getting close to, do you know that Laurie knows Japanese? That's the areas that we're getting to.
I mean, people studying languages is foreign to me. Pardon the pun. Because, I mean, Gundawindi, we're not getting offered.
That's two of those. Two of those, pardon the puns, off the board. I'm upset.
Him doing that, is that like when people go up to like a fantasy analyst and show them their lineup and be like, can you at least rate my fantasy team? Like, just putting that down there in front of you, that level of...
Wait, are you suggesting like puns are somewhat in my purview as a stand-up comedian?
You haven't seen Dan stand-up.
Which is the worst thing anyone said all day. That's so hurtful.
The Rams pick is in.
Not soon enough.
And there we go. There is the man there, Dylan, I believe, sitting there, waiting, patiently waiting, as 50 Cent once did. The Rams on the clock, could be offensive line help. I mean, they've been interested in wide receivers. Makai Lemon would be a whole bunch of fun.
We're about to find out who's coming down under.
Yeah, this is the first new pick.
I saw that, and I'm...
Oh, my God.
I'm just looking
oh, my God. I wish I didn't see this.
Oh,
God. Oh, my God.
You're the
oh, my God.
This.
All right.
This is insane.
It's the craziest one.
Just off your reaction, I have a question.
Oh.
Are we about to...
I'm looking away.
Are we about to... Roll Tide!
Roll Tide!
Ty Simpson, the heir to Matthew Stafford, the reigning, defending, undisputed MVP of the National Football League, has his future usurper in the building, and he's coming to Australia. Do we have questions for them?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. The Rams bringing a game down here and bringing the Dorama.
This is...
the capital Johnny Dorama. In round one.
Look, I feel like Stafford is later in his career, but there is shades of Jordan Love being drafted to the Packers when they had...
And look, Ty Simpson doesn't have a huge sample size. He didn't play a ton of football at the college level.
I thought he was going to go back to Bama, to be honest. To play more football, to get more reps. He's not played enough.
Look, if there's a place to sit and learn, if Sean McVay believes in you to spend this pick, you get to learn behind Stafford. I don't care if you learn for 3 years. I would say Stafford's probably...
Love was 3 years under...
Rogers.
And Rogers, similar to Favre.
So.
Look, Mahomes sat for a year and went in a similar part of the draft to Ty Simpson. That is huge.
That's, to me, is insane. I was sure the Jets would get him at 16.
This was
I thought we were talking about in the second round. We're going to have a crack at him.
Yeah. Cardinals, Jets in the second round. But this was also talked about, could the Rams be a team if they moved back? If they didn't like what was on the board, could they bail out to the 20s and then take Ty Simpson? To stand pat at 13 and go and take him?
They have to be.
Then they must know someone's going to take him.
Well, you got who's next?
That's I thought
can you bring up? We got the Ravens are on the clock.
Ravens,
next. The Bucks aren't taking him.
And then
I reckon
the Jets.
The Jets.
That's who it is.
And Detroit.
Well, I thought there was
Detroit have bought into Goff 100%, haven't they?
Detroit.
I think there was conversations about you guys potentially getting him later, but I always thought, like, if you needed to, you'd have to take him at 16. If again you were hiring him, and that you had to be, they had to be hearing something that he would have been gone. Because like to take him at 13. No offense, like again, by the way, 2 Alabama players back to back, roll tide. But I haven't seen enough of him. He's also very he's 6'1", but he's like only 211 pounds. Like he's not
a smaller frame.
Yeah, like he's not a huge guy.
He's developmental, right? It's there's a lot of
promise.
Feeling.
Yeah, but it's not there yet. The good thing is he doesn't have to play.
But that's why I didn't want the Jets to have him, because again, I cannot emphasize this enough. I don't want the Jets to ever draft a quarterback they need to develop.
No, you guys need.
You've heard my theory. I wanted to bring in Joe Burrow in a year, just have him in.
Maybe you could go after the reigning MVP.
But I mean, how confident?
Get another old guy on a deal. Yeah, great.
How confident?
Sounds awesome.
That was Rogers.
Dude, had such a good time up there. Didn't do anything weird.
How confident does Sean McVay and the Rams and Les Snead have to be in their roster that they are chasing a Super Bowl? Like, hold on a minute, we're just going to draft our future quarterback. with all the talents on the board. They could have had help they needed on the offensive line, some of the movement there. They could have added there was rumors they could be interested in a wide receiver. They could have added to the defensive secondary. They just did that with their trade. But I mean, that's a flex.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like you caught up with a couple of the Rams boys when they were down here, but when you and I spoke to them at the Super Bowl, they were filthy. They felt like they should have been in the Super Bowl. They felt their team was better than Seattle. I think last year, probably my 3 favorite games of football all year were the 3 Rams Seattle games. One of them you and I watched.
Yes, at various venues. The Coogee Bay and then into Beach Burrito. No product placement on the show. On the phone, because we're like, it's over. Like, it's, you know.
Thought it was done, but then obviously
one of the great comebacks. Yeah.
They're to your point, Loz, like we chatted with them. They thought they deserved to be in the Super Bowl. They thought it's a toying cost. Next year they could be there. To be that confident in your team, to then go, we've got a first round pick, 13. We're just going to take the potentially the next one. That's
seems. I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't think I like it.
You think it's a reach?
Like, I mean, Sean McVay can clearly develop people in addition to make good with old people. Yeah. But like, they seem like the window's open. Why are you replacing a guy? Unless Matt Stafford's back is worse than. It's been let on
like that.
My
carrying home an MVP trophy.
My worst take of last year was I thought the Rams were going to be awful. And I was like, I hear all the stuff about his back, and I was like, he's just going to.
I told you how tan do you look at training camp. Yeah, sure. He can't knock that tan. Look, in terms of what Simpson actually is, good mechanics, athletic enough, has the right kind of temperament, is well liked, good on the mental capacity and on the character stuff. It's tick, tick, tick. It's seasoning. It's seasoning to tap into the upside. We won't see him for at least a year. And as he learns more of the nuances about, what an NFL window is versus what a college window is to throw into.
Picks in.
Ravens. Stafford's a place to learn it. All right, here we go. Roger Goodell coming on the board. There we go. Vega Ywani. Makes a ton of sense. Straight up and down. Look, don't like to take shots at Australian NFL players, but the interior of that offensive line, which did feature Daniel Fa'alele last year for the Ravens, was an absolute abomination. Yeah. The comment sections under so many videos were just bemoaning what they had let go and let slide at that spot. He steps in right away and upgrades that, and you're setting a better pocket for Lamar. You're laying a better platform for the King, and
get to play with Max Crosby.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh thinks Max Crosby's.
Yeah.
This is super sensible Baltimore Ravens.
Feels a very Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. It just makes all sense.
It's very satisfying.
I think like I'd heard other people say much smarter than me to be like, if he was available there, they were going to take him.
Yeah, he was. If he was there at 14, he wasn't going to be there at 15.
Yeah,
which then puts the Bucs who are completely open on the board. We will.
Can we go back to Ty Simpson just quickly?
Yeah.
It feels weird to say, but obviously Saban doesn't coach college football anymore. And again, he was one of those. He talked about Ty Simpson. He loved Ty Simpson, like recruiting him, getting to Alabama. He just talks about that cerebral and understanding. He hasn't played a lot. He sit behind Jalen Milroe, who's now sitting at the Seahawks with a ring. But I don't know. There's part of me, Dan, which kind of agrees with you. It's like, do they need to spend that first round pick when they're thereabouts? But McShay must know something we don't.
McVay is hard to knock his football acumen, and also how he's rebuilt the Rams. Like they went through that little bit of a lull where it got a bit stale, and he did stories and spoke to people about how it got stale for him, and he had to kind of refine what he wanted the team to look like and re-energize that. But it's a huge risk because you didn't get the job done last season. You didn't get to the finish line where you wanted to. And there was plenty of talent on the board that could provide you more immediate support. But, Les Snead and the Rams and McVay have pivoted from, F them picks to we love them picks to F them picks again. They've just, they sent away a first round pick to add to their cornerback room. And so you've gone from having all that asset to spend on young talent to now taking a good but veteran quarterback, a young veteran, but a veteran cornerback, and a guy for the future. Like it takes a lot of huevos rancheros
Yeah.
to pull that off. But I imagine Rams fans are going to be pretty mixed and split on what this means for this season because, I think if any franchise was, like the players, was cut that they had left a ring on the table last year, it was the Rams, especially when we said, that NFC Championship game, that was the Super Bowl.
You've got to have like a really tight playing group because, again, speaking to those players, they were like dirty.
Oh,
super angry that they weren't there. And they I feel like if you're a player in that organization and you think that you're getting some help just to maybe push you, to play for a Super Bowl, and then you getting a quarterback who's not going to play, unless, touch wood, you don't want Steph to get injured. But how would you there must be so tight. For an organization to do that at 13 and pick, they must know everyone's buying in because that can also fracture a team.
Well, I was going to say Stafford was a little bit disgruntled during last offseason, right? Because they were kind of shopping him, half
they
shopping him.
They definitely did. We're not outward and openly, but there's so many other people talking about it, so they must have been shopping him around.
Yeah, and then now he's come back, MVP caliber campaign, just missed out on the Super Bowl, and now it's we're drafting your replacement with our first pick.
While we are on an ad break, we have shared out the clip of the reaction. Would you like to rewatch what happened there when Caleb Downs came off the board? Shall we have a reviewing?
I'm not happy about it.
Let's just.
I think
Deservedly so. The Dallas Cowboys have just drafted the best safety on their team in decades. Since Darren Woodson, who should be in the Hall of Fame. The Cowboys have the best safety since Darren Woodson. That's a home run. Now I'm going to look at my phone and figure out what the trade terms are. That is the best pick. The Cowboys gave up 2 fifth-rounders. I hate it.
Him so smart. If you see it in the interviews, the way he speaks, he's so cerebral. He understands the games. I don't know who will be the best player from this draft, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt, he will be the best player from this draft next year. Yeah.
Nice. I think the highlight for me is your face immediately before the walk-off.
Yeah.
Because the walk-off, obviously theatrical to display annoyance.
Yeah.
But the face beforehand was real, and it was just an upset man.
Yeah.
I was I loved him so much, and then and I was a lot of them were he's going to the Giants or Washington or and I'm I'd rather him go to the Giants and Washington than go to Dallas. But anyway,
hold on, let me just quickly accept
now you
collab on
now
that.
you get to play him twice a year.
I'm going to delete my Instagram.
I'm going to log in and accept that collaboration to you everywhere.
If there's a collab post, Hatsy!
Make sure we get that out everywhere, Hatsy. Also, shout out to Bales who's working as well, young Bailey Cave who's helping us out today at Bales.
And stumps.
Woo. Wow, and we also the Giants take Arrel Reese live reaction is out there as well.
Okay.
So guys, if you're just tuning in now and you've missed some of the theatrics so far, it's all out there on ESPN Australia, New Zealand socials. Obviously, we're live across YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook right now. I understand. I think the Instagram and TikTok, the verticality of it is causing a couple of dramas.
Sorry,
right
the
now.
verticality?
I mean, I can't read that, but
20% off for anyone who walks on the store today with the live stream up.
What was that?
That is from Optique Barangaroo.
20% off today if what?
if you walk in and mentions this live stream.
Absolutely. There we go. There we go. We're attracting live promos.
Use discount code open the kimono.
If only Jimmy could ever find us.
From Kieran said Ty Penix.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that not a comparison?
No, it's fair. Without the did they move up for that? Or did they stand
No, I don't think they moved
I
up.
remember if they moved up or stood at pick.
No, I think they stood at pick.
But yeah, look, it's a big pick. It's an early first round pick on a quarterback. I will say, not as bad as they had freshly minted $100 million guaranteed to Kirk Cousins when they did the Penix pick.
Mr. Guaranteed. He loves it.
But yeah, you don't out earn.
We're very behind in the comments.
Bring him through.
This is about to blow.
Hold on.
What?
We have a pick.
Bang.
Oh, this is about to blow your mind.
Reuben Bain Jr. off the board finally. So he did go ahead of Mesdor.
Yep.
I thought that was the Jets.
I know, for a second I was like, what?
Because the Jets
It's happening again.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers needed edge rush help. Yeah. No surprises there. This is a really good play.
I actually think, I would have preferred him to go to the Lions at 17.
It felt nice.
It just felt very Lionsy.
Yeah, but look,
I think it's great. I mean, it helps.
Good player.
Tampa.
Arm length. His tape is awesome.
Yeah.
Reuben Bain is a lot of fun. He is so powerful.
Yeah.
Your run defense got better today. Congratulations. He will contribute to the pass. It's not super like explosive, twitched up around the corner stuff, but it is power and it is savvy. It's arm techniques, hand techniques. It's fighting. It's softening the edge in his own different way to get there. He had a viral photo coming from his combine where he was like his ankle flexion, like he was borderline horizontal perpendicular, parallel to the ground. A lot of math going on right there. Very happy, very relieved. Also, here's the thing that convinced me about Reuben Bain Jr. even beyond the tape. When he turned up to the combine and everybody is dressed to impress, everybody's fitted out.
I was
everybody's fitted. He's got scraggly beard and his hair isn't done. This man is there for football. He's there to make a statement with his game and not with anything that can be done at a barbershop.
That was my favorite thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is a guy who just cares about football.
Yeah.
He's not trying to impress anyone.
Came there looking
scraggly,
like
hairs everywhere.
He was as
like,
disheveled.
Like he's got the old like shirt on.
Disheveled as a divorced dad with 3 kids on a Saturday morning. Like, but carrying the purpose of someone that was there to deliver what he's done there, right there.
Heavy hands.
Heavy hands.
Just an absolute powerhouse. And
How are we measuring the heaviness of these hands?
pounds.
Pretty light.
Have you? So they say that
You measure it like a fish?
Yeah.
Give it a kiss?
they say the 9-inch hand to be a quarterback. Anything underneath is questionable in wet weather. Calm down. Calm down.
I didn't even get to make the joke. We got a bunch of comments.
Let's go. Bring him in.
First one was from Connor Bobby. This is about to blow your mind. I don't know what that was about.
Probably Ty Simpson.
From Smooey. Where is the tequila? Laurie sure deserves some after the Cowboys pick.
Celebrate, brother.
Seal
Get
tequila.
stuck in.
Yeah.
I am going to play so much Creed on the drive home to Newcastle today.
No.
Windows down, just letting her, maybe even some of the house remixes.
Is this a bit?
What?
He likes Creed?
Yeah, loves Creed.
Really?
Yeah.
Only to celebrate.
Never
Yeah.
would have picked it
Yeah.
in a million years. Given the
great-
previous chats we've had.
A great-
I think that was your flavor. Okay, sure. Do your
A
thing.
Guilty
great one
pleasure.
from
Yeah.
Kieran is just realised that the Rams pick was originally the Falcons pick. So no wonder they picked a quarterback to develop.
The Penix of it all. Penixception. Whoa, don't say that.
It was
wrong.
a foreshadowing. Back to those 9 inches.
Exception.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it.
that's great gear
That's
for
good.
Kieran. Good
Yeah.
work. What else we put in there?
Over under 8.5 affinitive?
That was actually misspelling there from Optic Barangaroo. That wasn't Jimmy being,
It does
subpar.
say. It does say.
Yeah, it says offensive. I think he means offensive. Continue.
Offensive
Okay.
lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Offensive
Over.
lineman.
Give me over. Yeah.
Over.
So who have we got? Jets. I mean, this could be
Oh.
another
Jetsy.
one.
We're losing.
Smooey. This is the beginning
Battery
of the
on that
end.
guy.
Which were
Yeah, we gotta do a plug-in.
Let's if we can go to the 2-shot of our lovely, handsome, far funnier corner of the chat.
That's
And,
us. We're the funny corner,
something.
dude.
And
Quick.
we're gonna- look,
Pun intended.
you got to be multifaceted in media these days.
Absolutely. That was strong. That was pro. We got any
Here we
more?
go. Good eyes
All
from you,
right.
though.
The beginning of the end for the Rams from Smooey. A shocking
my eyes are
pick.
so good. I went to Optic
That's
Barangaroo.
the fun.
I got
Jets.
eyeglasses.
It's my Jets.
All right, here
Come
we go.
on.
The Jets.
Just,
Come back to the
just
comments.
do something boring. That's all I want. Just boring, sensible,
how's
shore
this
some
water?
stuff up. No skill players, please.
Kenyon Sadiq
Wow.
is a skilled player.
Yeah, that's a terrible pick.
No. This is the range he should go in. This is fine. You needed offensive talent outside of what is assembled there currently.
Okay.
Who did you want?
I just want like a boring, like a linesman, just a big unit, hold it up.
Big man.
Just give Geno Smith as much time as he needs. Just whatever.
It's
boring.
He's a good player. It's a nice pairing with Garrett and friends.
But
So now you got-
what you said earlier, Laurie, is that
Yeah.
tight ends
I don't know.
sometimes take a long time to develop.
Yeah.
And what did you say,
Hey,
Dan?
you
You
don't
don't want
want-
anyone to go
but-
to the Jets
but
that you need
not
to
in the-
develop.
I've got
It's more because it's a multifaceted role, not because the players are raw.
Yeah.
But because coming to the NFL and you've got to both get up to speed on NFL receiving stuff and
Yeah.
NFL blocking stuff.
Yeah.
So it does take a bit of time for even polished prospects and good proper first round prospects like Kenyon Sadiq. If Jordan Tyson's health didn't turn around,
Yeah.
Kenyon Sadiq was that extra offensive guy in the top 10 that was getting talked about. Now,
Yeah.
Jordan Tyson had a good run up in the late part of the draft process, got himself picked nice and early, and Sadiq probably fell a little bit of that. They're different positions, but we're talking about offensive receiving talent here.
Sadiq has receiving talent, like as a tight end body, but he
Absolutely.
can go up and get that ball. And he has that
It's a really good
athleticism.
prospect. This is bang on the range he was supposed to go. And yeah, I know you wanted something boring, like an offensive lineman. This isn't flash and sizzle for no reason.
Yeah.
But do you trust the Geno Smith of it all?
No. Well, I mean, this is the thing. 'Cause one thing I like about Glenn is like he made the comment about Geno Smith, like he's going to take us to the promised land. And what I think he means is, because he didn't say the Super Bowl.
What is the promised land?
An early pick
Arch
in next
Manning.
year's draft.
Arch Manning.
Yeah. That's the promised land.
Arch Manning is the
The
promised
Super
land.
Bowl is not the promised land. The promised land is like, hey, we're going to pick early next year.
So
we're going to
now
have a
think about
crack.
this. Arch
But
Manning.
I don't want anyone to develop. All right, here's my thing. You want a Pokemon analogy? I know you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So here's my thing.
yeah, we do.
Here's my thing with the Jets.
Clip this.
They should never catch a Magikarp. Ever. Ever. They should never do that. They're not going to level it up. They're not going to get it anywhere.
They're not built to get to level 20.
The splash is doing nothing. We need to get a Gyarados off, like straight out of the field, straight into the team.
You need a red shiny game.
Exactly.
In the middle of the
That
lake.
is what we need.
Lake of Rage.
Yes,
That is the
yeah.
only place the Jets are allowed
You need
to go.
a Joe Burrow.
That's what
we
we
need to go get Joe.
We just need a guy who's just done it already and like knows what he's doing, and we bring him in late with the promise of New York, baby.
I'm not sure the Woody Johnson Jets have been better summarized than the Splash is doing nothing.
The splash is doing nothing.
The Jets can't draft Magikarps.
They can't.
Well,
Gotta be a Gyarados.
I didn't think that we were going to get to Crypto and the OC before Pokemon, but we did. But boy, when we got to Pokemon, we got there in a beautiful way.
That's it.
That's why you bring down on, guys.
That's what you bring down
It's
on.
not just to poke fun at the Jets.
That's true.
But
yeah, anyway, I mean, look,
Jeez.
it sounds fine. Tight end room at the Jets, not great.
nope.
No, I had to look it up. I was like, fuck, who do we have?
You have it.
Yeah. I was like, genuine. Who do we have in tight end? Yeah.
The first F-bomb.
The first F bomb.
Was that?
That was fudge.
That
And he
was-
said fudge.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't. I was given a word list that I couldn't say, and I've been very good apart from that one.
No,
I
that's
apologize.
the type of pick that makes you swear.
Oh boy. Yeah, we've got a comment in from
Oh, wait, I need some more comments.
Toby.
Yeah.
Weird, you're picking players instead of delicious breakfast items.
It's true.
Fair.
Proper
We do have
draft.
the Macca's draft, which part one will drop this afternoon.
Okay,
For
I've
the-
been waiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I will hear no slander to my Magikarp from Hattie. No,
It
like
wasn't a
we
slander.
love Magikarp.
No,
Magikarp
They
are
just
great.
shouldn't be at the
it's
Jets.
a grind.
Yeah.
It's a
You know what?
grind to
The
a whole-
Eagles, we'll take a Magikarp. Jordan Mailata was a Magikarp.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
And now
Tom
he's a
Brady was a
beautiful-
Magikarp.
Tom Brady was a Magikarp.
Look, there's
Level
a cou-
one.
There's a couple Pokemon that you
Caleb
that is
Downs
a grind
is a
to get them
Gyarados.
there. Yeah,
He
He
is.
is.
Yeah,
He's
he
very
He's
good.
coming into play.
Yeah.
He's out there.
Yeah, focused rage. That's
Yeah.
what we get from Caleb Downs. Hits
He
like a
sees
Gyarados.
red. He's the red Gyarados. Oh, still angry.
Caleb Downs is
A
the
few more comments.
Let's do it.
Connor Bobby, shall we start right here? Ty Simpson's new monkeyer, the heir to Bel Air.
Did you say monkey?
Monica?
Monica.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You know,
Monica.
friends.
Oh, so
Friends.
whoa.
You go.
Rachel guy. I can't read.
Manky?
Crazy.
Oh, primate.
Sorry, his new moniker is what?
The heir to Bel Air.
The heir to Bel Air. Okay.
Yeah.
From Smooey, great pick by the Ravens. Lamar needs the protection.
Correct.
Watch Henry run for 1,500 yards
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Derrick Henry, just
Fun.
if he wasn't a solid fantasy pick already,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
only got entrenched even
But what
more.
about anyone on the board right now that stands out for fantasy next year? I think the obvious.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at
candidates-
some fantasy
I
questions.
think
Look,
Love.
Jeremiah Love.
yeah, Jeremiah Love with the
Who's-
cards.
who-
Look, no, I mean,
James?
Tate walks in
One
as wide receiver one.
Oh yeah.
Whether they can
But-
do offense, that's how I'm
Yeah.
going to say it. Whether they can do
Do
offense in
They
Tennessee.
do offense, you reckon?
That reminds me of another phrase that was used in primary school. People are like, did you do? And I'm not going to finish the word because it's a Disney show. But yes,
Dad doesn't think it's a Disney show.
that,
He thinks it's
that-
Deadpool.
I got given another list.
let's
Love
see.
and Tate are probably.
Yeah, look,
What about
Tyson.
Mendoza? Do you think Mendoza in just the quarterback?
No,
Let's just go.
No.
No.
No, because
What about Tyson
Yeah.
at the Saints? With Shuck.
Maybe. Well, they got Olave though.
well, you've already got Olave there.
Yeah.
No, because you've got Kirk Cousins sitting there ready to be the bridge.
What about Ty
in
Simpson?
Las Vegas?
Mm.
Sorry, Ty Simpson. Not if things are going anywhere right for the Rams.
We're
they
halfway
are.
through, guys. By the way.
We are halfway
Halfway
through.
through.
After this pick, the Lions pick is in. Producer Hattie, maybe we take a breather and we'll throw up a full frame for a second. And we will just have a bit of a
Dan.
I'll return and I won't.
Dan won't return to the. No.
Dan's over.
We don't acknowledge it.
We have a comment on screen.
Thank God we didn't give him a mic.
Do you have that one there?
No, I don't have it yet.
Nope. I can see it.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's
New
coming.
time. Count how many times Jimmy gets himself cancelled today from mispronunciations.
Wow.
I never read good at all.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, the speak good.
But also, I find myself always being asked to read things.
All right, so
Really?
this is
Okay.
this.
I don't know why.
Okay,
They put me near the screen again. There. My
Detroit
one weakness
Lions
is words.
they'll make a pick. We'll take a bit of a breather. Mind you guys, the mics will still be hot for just a moment. So I'll we'll drop them for a sec, and we will take just a couple minutes. Guys, stay with us. We're coming back for more hilarity.
Whoa!
There goes Blake Miller.
Blake Miller.
Yeah,
That feels very.
It's a meat and potatoes.
Yeah, that feels very
offensive lineman.
Lions pick.
Perhaps not the highest ceiling on this guy. When you talk about other, I had Monroe Freeling going here. I thought that was the a
I've
really
got
nice
Monroe
fit.
feeling going later to a team.
From memory, just remembering. Yeah, well, he really is in range now.
I'm going to say it now.
I believe Blake Miller is a right tackle predominantly,
I think so, yeah.
which would say that maybe Panay Sewell, the move to left, is coming.
Okay,
this
yeah.
season. I will double check that, but that's from what I was from study. I believe I had him pegged there.
Blake Miller's like just a
Yeah.
like you said meat and potatoes, but like he broke Clemson's career snaps record, 3,778. Started 54 games. Like a guy that is like we've talked about so many players already that have injury history or durability. This is
Mr.
a guy
Dependable.
just
And you know what? Taylor Decker just left there.
Yep.
And that was Taylor Decker's MO as well on the left side of the offensive line. Perhaps not the highest ceiling, maybe a top 10, top 12 left tackle in the NFL, but was going to be there. And I don't necessarily think you're going with very far different with Blake Miller.
He's a big boy.
Just a thick boy. I'm just looking at him like,
that's a man that like, you gotta. It's an 800 meter
right
to
tackle
get around him.
Right tackle will be the slot. So I think we see Panay finally make the rule move to the left. Which makes a ton of sense. Yeah, Dan Campbell pick. And with that, the Vikings pick is in. So maybe we'll just hold till the Vikings are done, and then we will go to break.
They knew who they wanted.
All right, is this going to be Dylan Thieneman? He's sitting there on the board. Is this the Harrison Smith replacement?
Yeah.
I'm not looking
White
at
for
my
white.
phone. We could put it a little cleaner than that. Jeez. Exciting white at the very least. The selection is in. Roger Goodell is at the stage. The Vikings, with Kyler Murray, in my opinion, about to be quarterback 1 there in a hurry. 9. And there's Caleb Banks.
Wow.
So there's a question about those interior
from the Gators.
Yeah, interior defensive linemen. Were they going to be that come off the board? It wasn't part of the reason we saw the sexy Dexy move.
Yeah.
Was that defensive tackle crop in this class was not a strong point. Some of the guys that were expected to come on have really big years didn't and didn't take those steps. But Banks comes off the board there, the Vikings, and that means Thieneman.
Caleb can play a couple of positions. I can play nose tackle.
We appreciate that.
Defensive end.
Yeah, sure. That's a little that's almost like Big X the plug outfit there.
Yeah.
Get proud of that. Proud of the central girth.
Stomach.
Yes. All right. With
Torso.
that, let's throw to the full screen. We're going to take a little bit of breather. We'll be back for the Panthers pick just shortly. It's the NFL Afters watch party live for round 1 on ESPN Australia, YouTube, and socials.
If Dan's not here when we get back,
you know why.
Yeah.
We will see you in a few minutes.
Forever.
Thank you very much for the first half. We'll be back shortly. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right, we are back with the Eagles selection. Jimmy, here it is. The Eagles moved up to 20 with the Dallas Cowboys. A trade, and there it is.
Wow.
Mackay Lemon, wide receiver, USC to the Eagles. They moved up with Dallas, gave away a couple of fourth-round picks, got a 7th and the 20th back. Cowboys moved back to 23. Immediate reactions, Mackay Lemon. Oh, no. Oh, no.
You're upset.
I don't like lemon. I think he's a lemon.
I didn't mind a little lemon.
I mean, I was so high on Monroe Freeling.
Yeah,
went
a pick before.
He's a guy that I wanted badly from Georgia.
To learn under Lane, learn from
yeah.
Jordan.
Yep. And we traded up to 20, so I thought we were going to take him, and then
have the emotional sport ball.
No!
I just like, and this means like, are we trading? Is AJ?
Yeah, he's gone.
Trading?
This
gone.
means
But is he gone?
No, he'll go June 1 because of the financials.
Yeah,
but he's good as.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. I'm not that. I don't think Lemon's a bad player, but I just don't know if a pick in the first round at 20 is. Yeah. It just. I don't know. I watched the tape and I'm like, yeah, he's great, but I'm like, I just didn't see him come to us.
So
to be
clearly,
honest. Didn't see it. I'm just I was so high on Freeling. I just thought he was. I mean, we've had a great relationship with Georgia and drafting dogs.
Athens, Philadelphia.
Yeah, and Freeling. I thought we were going to go up and get him. He was a guy I wanted. Yeah, as you said, to sit on the lane, and then we get a lemon.
Wow. He's gutted.
He seems upset. The disdain when he says lemon.
You know what?
And like Caleb, I said Caleb Downs has gone. My favorite player in the draft went to the Cowboys, and then we picked Lemon, who I think is an odd cat. I don't know if you saw the combine stuff.
Yeah, I know, but he also plays like Amon-Ra St. Brown. So
look, I mean,
look, the sun god.
If he is the sun god, then yeah. I mean,
what are the comments saying about your reaction? Is what I want to know.
I haven't got any in yet.
Loading,
it hasn't loaded.
Oof.
I haven't seen them yet. I don't know. I'm just.
You're not a happy boy.
You got hats with the lemon.
Thanks, Hatsy. Just send me the lemon emoji.
So you've got Dontavian Wicks. You got Mackay Lemon.
Yeah.
Hollywood Brown.
When life gives you lemons.
Life gives you lemon.
Look in envy
at
Caleb
gives
Downs.
you lemon.
Trade AJ Brown.
Have lemons and bail.
Is it annoying that you've given up picks 114 and 137 to go up 3 spots as well, or you don't really mind?
Look, I don't think it's the end of the world. I mean, look, I can't. That's just my personal opinion. I have to trust in our Lord and Savior Howie. Yep. Howie's made some great decisions in our time. So I'll back him in. But it's definitely not what I.
Are you having Nelson Aguilar flashback?
Yes.
Are you having Jalen Ruger flashback?
Well, Aguilar thing is like I've had people in my DMs messaging me about it.
What school did Nelson Aguilar go to?
What school did he go to? Wasn't it? Oh, no.
USC.
It was USC, yeah. Yeah. I've had people in my comments about this.
Do you remember the great meme when the guy, it was like someone threw like a cat out of a burning building or something in Philadelphia, and the guy was like, I snatched that thing. Unlike that bum Nelson Aguilar.
I'm just like, look, I hope that he's more like the sun god than Aguilar. More Ra than Ag.
You're in a state.
I'm just.
What are the DMs? Any
I
DMs yet?
just like my favorite player was Caleb Downs, the Cowboys. But I'll be honest, the player I was completely off was Lemon.
There's a lot of emojis in the chat. So I'm intrigued. It's lemon. Yeah. Beautiful. Look, guys, Jimmy's struggling. Look, I think it's going down this way, right? In terms of emotions. I'm elated. Dan is satisfied.
Ambivalent.
Like a sound pub meal.
Yeah.
That level of satisfaction.
That was a schnitty. It went great.
It wasn't a palmy.
It wasn't a palmy. No. That's what I want.
And then
you wanted
Jimmy has.
I've got cold wings, and they're all legs. They're not flats.
All drumettes.
They're all drumettes.
Yeah, this is not a pro drumette.
Yeah.
You stood out against us in salt and vinegar chips. You stood with the masses. The masses do generally tick in favor of salt and vinegar. Where do you stand on flats versus drums?
Flats versus drums in terms of wings.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? You got the drumette.
Yeah. And then you got the flats.
You got the flats.
Yeah.
I think I'm going drumette.
So before we bury him,
I want a handle.
Great.
We brought you back after the break.
I want a little handle.
So good to have at the pub because he can have all the nets.
True. Yeah.
And
you can have that.
Yeah.
I don't like that because that implies that I'm just getting like the leftovers.
No, you're getting your first choice.
Yeah. I feels like I'm eating Kirk Cousins.
I feel like I'm eating lemon.
First choice,
I'm eating lemon.
You're eating lemon, dude.
Yeah, like they give it to you. It's like
we just talk about
squeeze it on the
Caleb
top of the. You got the schnitzel with the lemon on it, and instead of eating any food, I'm just sucking a lemon.
Yeah. You get like fish and chips.
Yeah.
It's just a box of lemon.
Hey, wait a minute. There's a lemon behind that lemon-shaped rock. Look, I mean, there's a bunch of tape I've seen, and yeah, he's great. I think it was more. I was really off-put by his interview at the combine when he was.
Can I at least read you my positive notes that I have from him?
All right, just pick me up.
All right, Mackay Lemon, I prefer the Amon-Ra comp better to some of the other receivers, maybe a little bit thicker than him. Love the details, screams, just a pure, good, sound football player, a tough SOB. The IO catch elevating above and taking through contact, the sideline control as well. Love the route nuance. Probably going to be inside more than outside. But Devontae Smith it plays above the rim and above his billing on the outside. So I like the fit. He's not going to be fun to cover, unfortunately.
But you know what they said
Caleb Downs going to shut him down.
Yeah, you know what they said about him? Small hands.
Oh.
I've got
Red 47. Red 47.
I mean, it didn't stop him in college and producing for UFC. UFC.
You are
my brain's
you're in a world of
broken.
Oh,
I'm a broken man.
Can you get CTE off the kick?
Is CTE contagious?
Look, it's not real according to some LA Rams receivers. Just saying.
Awesome
New York Giants running backs.
I respect the asthma one. That was another good take from Scatterbo, right? Asthma, because I can say it, I've got asthma, but it's not real.
Someone
who
ran cross country at the age of 7 with a puffer in hand.
Yeah. It's not real, dude.
Asthma. Not real.
Not real.
Grow up.
All right. Who do we have on the board now? The Pittsburgh Steelers, the hometown Steelers. The
fans are going wild.
The dream lols were that this was going to be like Aaron Rodgers out here announcing the pick, and he was going to have to announce Ty Simpson. That clearly is not going to happen. Look, the Steelers. Can they draft fun? Can they draft inspiration? Because I'm not getting a lot of it from Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
Can you draft good vibes?
See, they're kind of like a plain bagel franchise at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what's happening?
Yeah. What else you got for me?
Some people online are saying that some execs had Lemon as high as 5 in terms of like talent.
He was some people's wide receiver 1.
So look, to get him at 20 is maybe a bit of a steal for what it's worth. I'm talking to myself.
What stage of grief is bargaining or trying to rationalize or negotiating?
Is it 2 or 3?
Yeah,
because first is anger. We went through that.
Let me just look up the.
But also, like you're talking about
grief.
it, like here, like I mean, if you're getting a replacement,
stage is Jets.
If you
at stage 7,
if you're getting like a replacement for AJ, they're just different. Like,
very
I thought they'd go after like a vertical,
Well, that's what I was going to say.
To replace AJ. We've got a guy who's like
small.
The 5 stages of grief. Denial, that was early. No, what?
No.
Anger, straight away. You moved very quickly.
Yeah.
You're definitely in 3, bargaining, and then 4 is depression, 5, acceptance. I feel Max Iheanacho, off to the Steelers. We mentioned him earlier. Only played football for less than a handful of years. Great ceiling, incredible story. A lot of talent there. The Steelers continue to try and rebuild the later stage of their offensive line. They've invested there in the last couple of years, but get an offensive tackle there out of Arizona State. Steelers in a hometown draft, picking a real football position, the offensive line, addressing the trenches. That fits about it, 6'5" and a quarter.
Maybe we didn't get a replacement for AJ because Jalen can't throw downfield, so we need a guy that's in there.
We're really in bargaining right now.
What are you guys talking about?
He's still thinking about it.
We need a receiver that's closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, also lower.
It's
not high.
It's an AJ receiver. Isn't that good?
I can't say that throwing over the middle has always been Jalen Hurts' forte.
I don't know if God.
It's okay, dude.
All right, guys.
We won the Super Bowl a year ago.
Please send words of support and affirmation in
Let
the
me read
comments
some.
to Jimmy.
Yeah, what's them?
There's no new comments yet.
They're not.
Jimmy. People don't know what to do. You're in a
broken.
world of pain. Right. That puts at pick number 22 the other Harbaugh, the 3rd pick by Harbaugh, but the 1st by Jim today. The Chargers are on the clock. They could have gone for offensive line help for sure, and there are still offensive linemen there.
Yeah.
As we go through the list, although they are thinning out quite quickly. If I just pull up my board, Caleb Lomu, who
Utah. There's not heaps.
No, Blake Miller's off the board. Ken Proctor, Monroe Freeling, Francis. Let's look at our offensive guards. You could be in Chase Besontis territory here, but it's what was the number? Over 8.5. I was asked by. Oh, and we've lost the background. We've gone dark.
No, good. I don't want to see 11.
This has come up. And we're back. Then we're back.
And there's no Eagles. That's great. Let's go back in time.
Jimmy's sabotaging the backdrop. Chargers could definitely go offensive line here. If they don't like that, could they look for some edge rush help? You could be in there. You got the Keldrick Fork types, Akeem Mesidor, TJ Parker. I'm starting to get a little worried that Keldrick Fork is going to be a Dallas Cowboy all of a sudden, which would knock me off my pretty little perch.
$1 Million Bailey said Jimmy looks like he would be an awesome gunner.
Sure.
On special teams.
Yeah.
I think that was a shot. I think
that
was
was
I think that was
I don't know.
I think that was a slap in the face.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, attack.
I mean, he's trying to lift you up and he's saying you'd be good on special teams.
I don't know anything anymore.
I don't think he was referring to you as Gunner from
I mean,
Mighty Ducks 2.
That's what
the
I thought,
front man for
the pick is in.
Eastland.
Chargers ready.
Offensive line, edge rush help. Could be a number of different spots here. Jim Harbaugh.
He loves big men.
Loves big men?
Loves the trenches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said about like Australia, he's like, you can breed them big down there. I love him. I love a big, thick guy.
Well, get on down here.
He's going to love North Queensland. Send him up there.
That's where if they come over to play, that's where he'll play.
Yeah, that's the
Country Bank Stadium.
The thick units up in Townsville.
I'd love to see Keldrick Fork come off the board here, personally, for whatever reason.
Okay.
Because the Cowboys are up next.
Who do you want?
Oh, it was close.
Oh.
An edge. Miami, your boy.
He's an edge. There he's about to go. Akeem Mesidor.
The U.
25 years old.
25.
Injury.
Yeah.
So that's the knock. He is a absolute punishing defensive end. Played opposite Reuben Bain Jr.
Yeah.
Absolutely took over down the stretch as well. Big moments in the playoffs, in the college football playoffs. Not the kind of long bendy type. He's more of a bulldozer.
Yeah. Plays with violent hands.
Violent hands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whereas Reuben Bain was heavy hands.
Heavy hands.
But yeah, a lot of power rush to this. The
sheer amount of hand adjectives
that
the NFL requires during draft time. I just want to measure something.
And we haven't even said spirit fingers once.
Yeah.
No?
What about the feet?
That'd be great. He's got jazz hands. What does that mean? It's what he doesn't do with
what
them.
Position would jazz hands be best at? Maybe quarterback, like your gesturing.
Or wide receiver. You want to hit those little jazzy hands.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so the Cowboys are on the clock. Pick is not in yet. I wonder if they trade back again. I wouldn't hate that. But with
Can we trade back after making a pick?
Yeah, you get a little mulligan.
I need a breakfast ball.
With Mesidor, I'm going to try and avoid the pick. I want to have this in.
Do it live.
Yeah.
Do it live.
A lot of his wins.
This is live?
Yeah.
Wait, you can't edit that thing out, I said?
No.
Oh, no.
Actually, we can on YouTube. With Mesidor, a lot of wins on the inside, rushing like as a 3 technique on pass rush downs, and a lot of wins on inside moves, which does make you just feel a little hesitant, because it's like, okay, I'm drafting you in the first round as an edge rusher, and yet all your wins come to the inside. You're not able to win that top side versus, one-on-one, those classic pass rush moves to the outside. Kind of makes you, I love the guy, and he's been a good, solid player, but not worth didn't return the value, I think, that was wanted at the 3rd overall pick, but I think someone like a Solomon Thomas, who was picked really early and then was more of that kind of rotational interior guy. We'll see with Mesidor. The ceiling's high, but yeah, just some of the tape and some of the production. We go into an ad break there as the Cowboys pick not in yet. Try hard to avoid that. Cowboys, right? Linebacker probably a bit early for
who's around? Who do you want?
Our man out of Texas Tech,
McCoy.
Jamod McCoy, cornerback. Cowboys have said they don't want red shirts. Talent-wise, sure, but they said they don't want medical red shirts.
Yeah.
You could look. It could be a Colton Hood, cornerback from Tennessee, the other cornerback from Tennessee. If you're looking at edge rusher, you've got your kind of run first, longer guys like a Cedric Falk or a TJ Parker. For me, if they go edge rusher here, I want Malachi Lawrence. He's explosive, twitched up, 82-inch wingspan, deep bag of pass rush. He's the perfect fit that I had in one of my pieces ahead. I wouldn't mind that. Linebacker's not really fit. You could look at safety's obviously been handled, and
go get 2. The other guy.
Well, no,
that
they
I
just
wanted,
invested in
McNeil Warren was the other guy that I liked for the Eagles.
Who's that?
McNeil
Warren.
from
Yeah.
Toledo.
Yeah, the Holy Toledo.
Take another Toledo guy.
Yeah, put him next to Quinion Mitchell.
Yeah.
It's certainly,
The Eagles haven't done anything I've thought of.
No.
What
They're
is
not
Howie
listening.
doing?
Howie's not reading
Howie?
any of my posts.
Get him on the phone.
How can they not do what this guy from Australia is telling them?
But yeah,
He
you
obviously knows ball.
You got to think Cowboys are looking cornerback and linebacker is probably not the play here. Cornerback or edge rusher.
Yeah.
Colton Hood. You've got Avion Terrell, AJ Terrell's younger brother.
Yeah.
Would be in this range as well. McCoy. Yeah, look, the talent is insane, but I think McCoy's going to slip out of the first round.
Because of those.
The knee. Yeah. People.
But I think, you're right. I think someone will get a steal, though. If he,
for
can
one
actually-
contract.
Yeah.
The question is two.
So, yeah.
And that's like first round picks. You want to get a second contract. You want to get them there.
Yeah.
So
Not he's played the Jets.
Hey,
Whoa.
he's just lashing out.
no, we take the second contract from you.
Yeah.
To us. We want the Gyarados, baby.
Yeah, give us
I want some wins on the board.
Yeah.
I want a guy with pedigree. I can't teach you anything.
No.
I can make you worse.
pedigree. You should go after the Super Bowl winning quarterback.
I would love that.
I don't
Come
think
back.
Sam Darnold, come
It'll be
back now.
different this time.
I've changed.
Can we interest you in Jersey City? Yes. So look, it's been I don't think as many trades as I thought. I thought it could be a little tradier. I appreciate the NFC East getting involved.
Yeah.
It's cute from us.
I think it's like part of it is back to that thing of like, I don't feel like there's heaps of blue chippers and teams.
And now that the
going
offensive
after-
line has been
yeah,
massively tapped.
So
So we said 8.5.
yeah,
And I took the over. Let's count them off. Oh,
Want to
boy.
be like 7?
Ywani's gone. So that's 1.
1,
And then from
2,
the tackles,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 tackles, 1 guard.
Guard. Yep.
So we're at 8. So 1 more. And I think it's like a Basontis probably gets called. Cowboys are on the clock. Any comments so far in the conversation that we should bring up while we're in ad break and while we build up to this? Is my day going to continue? That's the question.
no,
Let's take a straw poll.
Is your day going to continue?
My happy day.
Yeah.
Am I going to be sad or upset after this pick?
Well, who do you like?
Top of the list for me would be probably Malachi Lawrence.
Okay.
If they go edge rusher here, fine with the corner. Tennessee corner. Not McCoy.
Fingers in.
Hood.
The other one.
Yeah.
Colton.
Hood.
I think he's going well.
I like him.
But really,
If he took Hood, I'll be upset.
juiced up pass rush, Malachi Lawrence would make me a very, very, very happy boy. Wouldn't hate short arms, but wouldn't hate the juice that.
But how many hands?
How heavy are they?
Yeah.
How
That's just
jazzy
how
are
it wouldn't
they?
be bad
How
either.
violent are
We
they?
got Cowboys selection is in.
What
Pick
caliber are these
33,
fingers?
the one they got from the Eagles, and it is. Can they finally replace?
Oh!
Mike Parsons, Marcus Lawrence gone. We've got a new Lawrence in town. Malachi Lawrence. The day of Lawrence continues here. We've got one Lawrence here. We've got another Lawrence there. We've got a third Lawrence there. Coming to Dallas.
He's
I'm a
from
happy
UCF.
boy. He's from UCF.
The brother of BCF.
If he had played UCF, University of Central Florida, for those that don't know, if he had played at a bigger program and had a tougher run of offensive tackles that he went against on tape, could have been higher prospect. The real knock on him for Lawrence is he's not super bendy for a guy who's around that 250, 255 weight range and can stall out at the top of his rush against really massive tackles a little bit, kind of linked, but incredibly explosive.
Yeah.
Strong hands.
Strong hands.
Strong. New
Deep
adjective.
pass rush bag. Lightning first step. Violent closer on you're seeing it here on the tape if you're watching on the broadcast as well. Violent closer on the quarterback. Will create forced fumbles. Plays ferocious. A motor does not stop. Look, the Cowboys have, against the run, a little inconsistent. He's about 6'4", 6'4" and change. Has hugely long arms.
Yeah.
Almost an 82-inch wingspan. So, against the run, the talent's there. The ferocity's there. Probably a little bit more consistency against run. But Cowboys have guys that can play the run. Rashawn Gary was better at that than rushing the passer late in his time with the Packers. Donovan Ezeraku is more run than pass at this point in terms of his product. This is what they need. This is look, the Cowboys are having a day.
You're stoked.
This is the best I felt about the Cowboys
guy.
after
Happy.
round one.
Happy
Since-
guy.
This
Sad
is
guy.
the best since the CD Lamb.
Sad hands.
Yeah.
Sad hands.
Spirit fingers, sad hands. This is
Yeah.
the best I've felt about the Cowboys. This is their best first round I'm going to say, since the CeeDee Lamb draft.
Yeah, which is huge.
Which was huge. So the Cowboys needed a big day. They
look. I think.
It's knocking it out of the park at this point.
I'm probably not as high as on Lawrence as you. But I think it's a really solid pick, and I think it's something that you need. And it's a smart pick, and you've gone 2 really intelligent picks.
And it's going to go up there. It's going to look really good.
And it annoys me as well that you went down to get that.
Yeah,
you had to give up something to someone I'm not. I don't know if you guys.
The Cowboys don't have a
You don't need a lemon?
No.
The Cowboys don't have a second.
More of a lime guy.
They don't have a second round pick. They picked up a third.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a third either. They got a third with the Osa trade. When they traded Osa Odigizua to the 49ers. They picked up 2 fourths in that move back.
Yeah.
So off the top of my head, I believe that puts them with 3 fourth rounders and a third. They have no second round pick, but they've just made 2 in the first. If they want to get into the second round, they have some ammo now to move up. So look, it's a strong day for a franchise that was utter chaos. And let's be real, a circus this week. You have a press conference where you say, George Pickens, we're not negotiating a long-term deal with him. We're not offering him anything. You have
also 30 minutes into it.
Bill Clinton turns up.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton turns up.
Bill Clinton turns up. Just a couple of Arkansas old boys.
Just walks in.
Jerry and Bill.
And Jerry's like, I'm going to have to stop everyone. He's like, say hello to the president. And everyone's like, what?
In goes Bill. And then Jerry trips over trying to walk to him and has to get caught by Tad, the PR chief there at the Cowboys. Tad Carper, I think his name is. Lovely guy.
Does Jerry still think Clinton's the president?
Well, look.
It's weird that he specifically said the president's here, and I think everyone's like,
but they do that in America.
Yeah, you're all what you don't.
It's like you're the champ.
President. Yeah.
It's like boxing and president. They're like the two.
ESPN's own Todd Archer, hell of a beat reporter. He's the Cowboys beat reporter, veteran on the Dallas Cowboys beat, was on the radio this morning on 105 through the Fed. He's like, we didn't know whether we were allowed to stand up in the middle of the press conference. Clinton just walked in. Yeah. But also, the Cowboys usually have this draft week presser 2 days ago.
We're just seeing Kevin Rudd and calling him the Prime Minister.
Kevin Rudd turning up to a South presser.
Yeah.
No, that would.
Sorry, guys. The Prime Minister just walked in.
Well, former.
Former what?
Well, he needs to be a former Prime Minister.
Yeah, but Rudd's not South, is he? No, Rudd's not South.
I don't know that he sports balls. Anyway,
I think Kevin Rudd is a sports fan.
I'm not sure, but I'm also wary of
Turnbull's more likely to turn up at an oil press conference.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
so many properties.
23 picks down. We are up to pick 24. Jimmy, how's the comment section looking right about now?
It's a bit dry.
We got
one here. Toby Wilson. How many Lawrences does it take to change a culture of not winning Super Bowls?
Wow.
Times the drive-by.
I love it. Well, more than one because, Jacksonville.
You see Toby's little photo as well. Little chef.
Oh, little chef.
Big eye contact, big vibe.
So, thank you, Tobes.
He's got violent eyes.
DeMarcus Lawrence infamously said after he left the Cowboys and went to Seattle, I love Dallas. It's my home. I was never going to win a Super Bowl there. Oh. Everyone laughed at him and said, and you went to Seattle with Sam Darnold.
And he won a Super Bowl.
And he won a Super Bowl.
By the way, that's up there as one of the greatest sports tweets ever.
Phenomenal.
To say that and then just go win one.
But look, to the Lawrence football character motor really, really high, and we said everything we need to about down. So the Schottenheimer regime has said culture, character, it matters. We want, proper buy-in. This is on paper. Now you got to deal with the circus that is the Cowboys.
I just don't. Watching the Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Last year. Yeah. I don't know where we are now.
Yeah.
It didn't. Your performance on the field wasn't matching where I was watching. I saw the Eagles, sort of fall apart, and it kind of looked like that at training and sort of what was happening. But you guys look like you were just having fun, and Dak's having fun. Everyone's having a good time. Oh wait, we're gonna pick.
KC Concepcion. The Browns.
Concepcion.
Browns need juice at wide receiver. It's been sluggish. It's not been fun. KC Concepcion, you can put on one game. I believe the South Carolina tape.
Yeah.
Drop City.
Yeah.
Hands like feet.
Feet hands.
You want to talk about feet? You're happy we're talking about hands.
You see photos of feet,
and then you watch the LSU game, and he's snatching it away from his body. super juiced up,
Yeah.
super fast, get away from you speed, return value as well. Dude's an absolutely electrifying returner.
Yeah.
Just-
2 punts for touchdowns in 2025.
He's also up there with most fun wide receiver tape in the game. Yeah, hands are a little inconsistent, but you know what?
He's strong in tight areas.
Tough as going over the middle. He'll take a hit, but look, you can see there the highlights right now that are showing on the ESPN broadcast, like breakaway speed, tough over the middle. He's also like, because he's so slippery and so twitchy with his movements, quite good against press coverage as well, which not all college receivers are. A lot of them struggle to get a runway going. When they get to the NFL, let's talk about hands some more. And cornerbacks get their hands on you. He can deal with that.
NFL hands.
Hands, important.
He has NFL hands.
Yeah, I think fans watch a game and see a bloke have like 2-3 drops in a game and it sticks with you. It's like one of the most obvious, same in cricket, right? You see someone drop, it's one of the most obvious things in sport that sticks with you.
See, he had some drops last year.
So you want to talk about receivers right now? So that does stick with people, but I think we over-evaluate it a little bit and over-hammer people with, okay, consistency can be improved, but you can see him snatch the ball away. He doesn't look like he struggles with the ball coming into his body at all times. But yeah, this is a super fun receiver. Browns need some life. I don't know who's going to be throwing him the ball. Bears right next.
I don't think the Browns know either.
No. But that's about the range.
They're asking him, can you also play quarterback? I know you can return a ball. You throw one?
Yeah. Do you have throwing hands?
That's important.
There's some tape we want you to watch. It's Nelson Muntz, summer of 1996. Deep 7-step drop, and then I need you to run a go route.
I love the cut of your jib. That way, it was so hard to cut you.
The Bears are on the clock. The upstart Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears pick 25.
The Bears.
Again, could go, okay, this is where I feel like a Celdric, Celdric Fogg. Do we get a TJ Parker? Again, you're talking about these longer offensive linemen, less bursty around the edge guys, more use length, use leverage, stop the run. Could that be what comes off the board here?
Zion Young.
Zion's another one of those guys. Yeah, he'd probably be the highest rated for a lot of people. Power rush. I heard him compared to like a Byron Young from the Rams. That kind of just like
love Byron Young.
Heavy.
Good man.
Heavy hands.
Heavy,
weighty, violent hands on the football field.
Heavy is the head that has the hands, they say.
That was tough.
We need to take him out for something afterwards.
I don't know. Yeah. Like an evaluation? Are you sure?
I'm going to take my therapist. She's available this afternoon.
The mood was so good when I called you at 7 a.m. this morning as well.
I was up and about. I was watching tape and watching NFL Live on ESPN.
Yeah.
You can watch all of this on
Missus
Disney
was
Plus.
Wildly confused at the conversations that were going on.
She was very confused about me and I was just locking in about draft chat. She was more interested in our McDonald's draft, which will be coming out later on the socials.
It certainly will be.
Who's not invested in that? One of the great drafts.
Look, there's some controversy. There's creativity in that draft as well. I think it really allowed us to show our personality.
You're going to find out what Laurie does in the front seat of his car.
Yes, you certainly are. So make sure you tune in. Look, guys, keep the comments coming in. We're into the back straight here. Pick 25 all of a sudden. That means we got, by my math, 8 picks to go.
Whoa,
just
time
like
flies
that.
when you're having fun.
Time flies when they
look
cut
at
the leg.
Look at that math, though. They quick math.
Quick math.
Yeah. Should we talk about education?
1 plus 2 is
It's got
4.
subtraction hands.
Yeah.
Did you just say 1 plus 2 is 4?
Yeah.
I really hope it was on purpose.
Some of his mistakes are intentional. A lot of them aren't. I think that's the key. That's what it's all about.
But you'd be good on special teams, Jimmy.
Yeah.
According to
I'll be on the real special team.
All right. But looking at the board here.
The Bears.
The Bears.
How good was Bears being good this year?
It was great.
That was great.
Yeah.
No one was upset about that, right?
No, it's just great for football, the Bears
like
being good.
spoiled Packers fans were, but it's like, oh no, you've had 60 straight years of franchise quarterbacks and
just churning them out.
And the Super Bowl trophies named after your guy and all this stuff. I think it was great having the Bears back. The other franchise we said is, and we want it. We want the Raiders to be good.
And who's
I would like the Raiders
Caleb
to be good
about the Iceman monkey? Like he was trying to trademark it, and some people like you can't trademark it.
Who was this? Who's trading like
what?
Iceman?
Yeah, he was trying to trademark Iceman.
Which player?
Caleb.
Thank you. Yes.
As a concept.
George Gervin, NBA great.
Because they know I'm the
Spurs
Iceman.
legend.
Yeah, he's
George
been
the Iceman Gervin.
He's been the Iceman for like 60 years.
Yeah, and he's like, I think he's in the cover of his book, his book's called The Iceman.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can't just come in and be the Iceman. He's like, I'm the Iceman.
Yeah. Also, like, let's pay some respect to Val Kilmer as well.
Yeah.
You know,
R.I.P.
It's very soon. Very soon.
Yeah, wasn't he great? Batman.
Underrated.
Batman. Yep.
I loved him as Batman.
So, guys, we talked before.
Didn't love George Clooney as Batman.
We talked before.
Which one had the nipple suit?
George Clooney.
George
Yeah,
Clooney.
that was tough.
I liked him as Batman.
And spoilers, I don't think I was going to watch the Flash movie.
No.
He's in that as Batman.
George Clooney.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's the post-credit scene where Barry's like goes to different universes and timelines or whatever. And he's like, where's the Batman of this universe? And he grabs the guy that's Bruce Wayne and he turns around, it's George Clooney. So he reprised his role as Batman.
Was it the Val Kilmer one or the George Clooney one where he sits in the chair in the office and says chair, and then that descends him into the Batcave?
Oh.
And it was just like such a dumb...
No, but
you think no one's going to say chair in this office at any point as a billionaire?
Are we thinking about the practicality?
That's the code word?
Yeah, absolutely.
Chair.
At least do like secret hands and then you're like down.
I'm going to...
Brings a girl in. Do me on the chair.
No.
Oh, boy. Disney
Never.
Shop.
Never.
I'm gonna request producer.
Oh, the pig's in.
The pig is in.
He was talking
The
about
Bears.
Sudoku.
Here we go.
Sudoku?
25th pick in the first
The
round 2026
pick?
NFL draft. The Chicago Bears are bringing to the midway the
Is it a white boy with a little bit of
player
motion?
out of Dylan Thieneman, Oregon. Fun talent they have in the secondary there. Dylan Thieneman, great value here.
And the Sunnies.
Yeah.
You talk about a ridiculous tester at the combine, like absolutely blew that out of the park. Yeah, look, versatile in film, can play him down close to the line of scrimmage, really good range over the top to go take the ball away, heavy hitter. Don't know about the hands. I don't know about the hands, but he's a heavy hitter. Just a really, really good football player. He could have come off the board as early as 12.
Oh, the functional hands.
Functional hands.
There you go.
Yes, this is crap. This is chaos.
The glasses,
of all
the
types of
glasses are
hands.
absolutely outrageous. The Sunnies, are they
I didn't realize
aviators?
there's so many hands.
How do they evaluate it? Is it during the handshake?
Yeah,
Or
is that,
it
did I miss that at the combine?
Yeah.
Right, come in, we need to look at your hands.
Just like
You got
shake
like,
the hand. Like,
how many
ooh.
shakes though? Are you like in 1, 2, out? The handshake.
I've never thought about it. Just going and
Okay, yeah, that's solid. That's good.
yeah.
It's like
I tell you
original,
what,
then a
though,
little tremor, which is nice. I like that.
The worst part about
They were
hands-
invasive
Dylan
hands.
Thieneman wouldn't stand for that.
Absolutely not.
a wet, like a bad handshake, like the wet fish.
Oh,
Like he's
yeah.
just the
Sure.
worst thing. In the
Are
world.
we sure he's a good fit for Chicago? He's dressed pretty Miami. We're going to put it out there.
Miami Vice.
It's
Yeah.
just from.
This bro on a yacht.
I'm interested in the fashion, given he played at Purdue and then Oregon,
Yeah.
and we're
Oh,
coming
the
out
Boilermakers.
and we yeah, that is not Boilermaker. That is Miami Vice
Yeah.
Maker. Like that's
Oh, he put the
strong.
Sunnies in the jacket.
Ooh.
Oh, he's going to put that.
Oh,
on.
bro, you're gonna pull the back of the hat out.
Oh,
Yeah, that could have been bad.
that
Hat,
orange.
not sure that hat is fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Is he got
thinking
a
about
tiny head or is it a big hat?
I was thinking about this. With these NFL players,
Correct.
surely some of the biggest heads going.
Yeah.
Like none of these dudes could ever wear a novelty hat. Like, standard size, one size novelty
Yeah,
hat. They're
yeah.
like
One size fits all. No.
Yeah, like a sombrero like a Mexican joint
Some
gives out. They're not
big-
getting that on there. They're like getting it on the back.
Some big melons.
So,
big
like,
heads out there.
Is it just they just put the biggest hat size out there for the draft people? Like it's
Well,
just like we got a
is
monster.
this a call?
Trade alert.
Trade alert.
Trade alert.
Whoa. Bills up. They were picking very soon. The Bills have gone from 20. Where were the Bills picking?
Where were the Bills picking?
The Bills
Uh-huh.
traded pick. No, the Texans are on the clock because this was the Bills.
Uh-huh.
The Texans were. That's a couple picks up. So the Texans
Texans
have
were
an
at
eye on
28.
Texans could use offensive line help.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's just no, absolutely nothing. Just as we talk about movies.
Yeah.
It's an interesting universe that you picked to go to.
do you mean?
Out of the cinematic universes that you
We should probably
could have
stick to
gone
Marvel, maybe.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
You see they're re-releasing Endgame with new footage
Ooh.
in the cinemas.
I've been going through Lion King 1 and 2 with the young Sir Charlie. He's been, yeah.
I've never seen Lion King 2.
Not bad. Not bad. Better than Aladdin 2.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen Aladdin 2 either.
You'll
Yeah.
never believe who Simba's father is. Lion King 2.
Is that what it's about?
No.
It was
We're doing
it was
Empire
Scar.
Strikes Back. I'm staying in the universe, baby. I understand who owns what.
He's all about it. Let me give you the details on the trade that just comes through there. Whoa, we got multiple trades. Whoa.
Oh, there's stuff happening.
Whoa. So
the
the
Texans
49ers
have
are
26 and 28.
the 49ers are trying to get to 27.
Oh.
The Texans go to 26. They pick up 91 in exchange for 28, 69, 168 to the Bills. So the Bills gave away their second and their third, and their first and their third. They got back a first and a very, very early third and a fifth, I believe. The Texans are on the clock. And then at the 27th pick, the Dolphins have come up. Pick 30 and 90 go to San Francisco in exchange for pick 27 and 138 for the Dolphins. So the Dolphins have their eye on someone. I don't know if this could be like the last of the... If you think about Texans could use offensive line help. Dolphins already went and got an offensive lineman, but maybe they see someone sliding. Maybe if someone saying we're going to take the swing on McCoy before the round is out. But yeah, it's a bit of movement late. We're still waiting for offensive lineman number. It would be probably Basontis, the guard, would be the next offensive line off the board. Anyone who watched CJ Stroud in that offense last year knows that they need some reinforcements up front because that was ugly.
He needs time.
Ugly. The pick is in. I am cramping in the right hammy.
Really?
Do you want to rub?
Fun. No, we're just going to go to your two shot in
would you
just a second. I'm going to go down and get the water.
Would you like remedial hands?
No spirit fingers, no heavy hands needed.
Just gonna... KC Conception.
Yes.
Is
Concepcion. Keelan Rutledge.
Oh, wow.
Texans?
Interesting. Okay.
Guard?
Keelan Rutledge. Yeah, it was offensive line.
Guard. Yeah.
There's number 9.
Yep.
Okay.
So 8.5.
So it wasn't Basontis, but it was an offensive line. Keelan Rutledge. Keelan Rutledge has a nickname, and it is phenomenal. Please give me 1 second while
I'm reading the information about him, but I do not have anything on his hands.
No nickname.
No hands either.
No hands. Keelan Rutledge. Give me an old school throwback blocker. Yep. This is per the Beast, which is a phenomenal draft guide from Dane Brugler. And one NFL scout said, if the ACC had a Royal Rumble, I'd bet on this guy to be the last man standing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Scrapper.
Yeah.
His nickname's Big Red.
Yes, there you go.
Phenomenal.
That's not as good as I thought.
just put it out there.
No, that's not as good as I thought.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, no good.
Guys, you won't believe it.
Big red.
He's a big fella with red hair.
Big red.
I mean, it's no the lizard.
To be fair, low bar for nicknames in the States.
Johnny Hills.
Yeah, they're not as
good as the nicknames.
They used to be the best at it.
Yeah.
They used to be like unbelievable, like Clyde the Glide, like that era.
Oh, so
the
good.
George, the Iceman.
It was incredible stuff back in the day.
All right. Anything from the comment section we need to touch on here as the offensive line comes off the board?
Can I just say something about the Texans? Because I was reading about Will Anderson Jr., I believe.
Yeah.
Named after Australian comedian Will Anderson.
Naturally.
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
Just got the biggest defensive line deal.
50?
In league history or something. Yeah, and
50 million.
I read this quote from him, which I loved, which is that he got the deal and was just sobbing. And I think the deal kind of came through when he was at an airport. And then he felt sorry for the lady next to him on the flight because he was just sobbing the whole flight because he was so happy to have provided that much. And the thing I like about the story is that he went commercial still. Okay. He just got paid the highest paid.
But didn't you say he was already on the flight?
No. He was in the airport. Yeah. And then he as if you got the highest money thing ever. All right, get the private jet. Let's go. Let's make it happen. He's like, nah, brother, I'm still in the middle seat. No worries.
I thought you were going to say something like he's sobbing and crying there, and he's obviously a big fella, so he's next to his woman, and he gives him money or something at the end.
No. It was just, I think I terrified her because I was just sobbing for a full flight.
That's crazy.
Just a very large athletic man having a good cry. There was a story. No, it wasn't.
Another exceptional.
No, I'm not. So that one's just rocked me. I'm really
big.
I'm just out here looking. Apparently, he did go buy a Maybach after the NFL contract. Though.
A Maybach?
Yeah.
What's a Maybach?
Maybach Music.
Maybach Music.
It's a hectic.
It's
isn't it like a Merc? It's like.
I thought a Maybach was its own brand. Oh no, it's a Mercedes. It's a Mercedes.
Mercedes. Luxury sub-brand.
Producer Lars come in there and said, it's Mercedes.
Please don't be ridiculous.
Maybach Music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
good on him.
Yeah, on him. Deservedly so.
Yeah.
How much is a Maybach?
This is where we reached in late round one.
Yeah, I think that's fair. What, we made it, 27, 26?
26 picks here.
So between
27, so the Dolphins are up.
$450,000 to $650,000.
Yeah.
I know managing editor of ESPN Australia, Stu Randall, will be watching a Dolphins true believer, and he'll want to know the needs and where they could go. Their needs are good players. That is what the Dolphins need across the board. any position. Probably not quarterback at this point, but just good players. Wide receiver with the Waddle trade. You're looking at this point with Concepcion off the board.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to my notes. There's a big body Gotti. Big David Boston. The first two words in my notes from him are big man, M-A-H-N. 6'4".
Oh, Lowe's.
You do.
At Lowe's.
You do live in Newey now, right? When you got a footy show reference in there, that's beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
6'4", goes and gets the ball, like makes every contested catch his, makes it look easy. Not as slow as some might project him as. People say like, big guy lumbering out there, but he can more of a straight line mover than someone's going to give you a little sauce, a little juke, little step action, but can hit you with a double move. But he is like, the size is a real, like when you think of like an Alshon Jeffrey going up and getting the ball, like that type of big frame. So could that be what they look for? With the Dolphins, we got an inside report from Sheffy.
Oh.
Just updating on picks there. As far as I can see, no new trades.
Yeah. Picks in.
Here we go.
Pick is in.
Is it a wide receiver?
Yeah. Denzel Boston. That's who you're calling?
David Boston. Denzel Boston. What did I write?
Boston?
Denzel Boston.
Denzel Boston was a previous receiver.
He's got a phenomenal nickname. New England.
The pick is in. I was on tape delay there.
They call him Den.
I was like, oh no, I bombed. That sucks.
Oh boy, Denzel Boston. The previous pick, Chris Johnson, really good cornerback.
Yeah.
Really solid.
Yeah,
just does a lot. Really
that's
well.
a really good pick.
Inside outside versatility.
That's a really good pick from the Dolphins. They could have gone probably, as you said, a few years. They could have gone for a wide receiver. I think maybe some of those wide receivers are a little bit of a reach here. But again, if you feel the need, but I feel like that's just a great pick for them.
Yeah.
Smart pick.
Proctor felt the more kind of adventurous pick, the offensive tackle. This feels a little more cut and dry. This is the type of pick that
the Jets,
that Dan would make his Jets to make.
This would have been a great.
So let's update the rest of the picks because there's been a lot of trades going around. I believe 27 has just come off the board to the Dolphins. 28 is going to
Bills, right?
Bills moved back.
Yep. Bills are 28. Chiefs are at 29.
49 is slid back to 30.
Then
your Super Bowl combatants, the New England Patriots.
And the Seahawks.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
In the NBA, when NBA draft far less fun. Is that another trade alert?
Yeah.
Trade pick.
The Buffalo Bills.
Are they traded back?
New England are coming up.
Oh.
New England are on the clock. All right, New England, up they come.
Who do they want?
Well, my question about this, it's pertinent to this team. In the NBA, you literally have teams picking for other teams, and we'll sort the trade out later.
Yeah.
Could this be a pick for Howie Roseman?
Right now?
Yeah. Could New England be because you guys are trading? You guys are sending AJ Brown to New England.
Yeah. We just can't do it until.
Can't do it till June 1. That's the inclination. That's the reporting. That's what you see from the likes of Shefty and the rap sheets of the world and all that. That's where this is going.
I'm going to tell you.
Could this be a week nudge?
I'm going to tell you this is a pick for us if I like it. If I don't like it, then...
Who would you? Okay, so the Patriots. I mean,
who's still
wide
on the
receiver?
board that
They
I like?
need a wide receiver.
They New
you
England.
could look at offensive line. Defensively, they've got some pillars there, but you could add some juice up front.
I still really like McNeil Warren from
McNeil Warren's there. McNeil Warren's good fun safety. Little refinement needed in coverage, but has like the athleticism and the skill set to do it. But always around the ball. Pops out, he's there.
Falk at Auburn edge, maybe.
Yeah, Cedric Falk, long, and like kind of looks like
long hands.
Looks like he's built in a lab.
Yeah,
but not the juiciest guy around the edge.
Yeah,
not your Burner, not your Malachi Lawrence.
I feel like he could be
all right.
good.
The pick is in. The New England Patriots, Super Bowl combatants, the AFC champions.
Yeah.
Of a year ago, take Caleb Lomu.
Wow.
Left tackle. Another Utah offensive lineman off the board. Caleb Lomu. Okay. Well,
I like
interesting.
But that wouldn't go. Do you guys need a tackle?
Yeah.
We
good. To you guys, that was kind of a wink hypothetical. Yeah. But that's the Patriots pick.
We could definitely take.
Sorry, who did the Patriots have at left tackle last year?
Will Campbell.
How'd that go in the end?
Not great.
And they were pretty firm. Oh no, we're not moving him inside to guard.
Yeah.
That feels like a
Maybe
Maybe
they
the guard move.
maybe they might be.
They might be.
Feels like it might be G next to his name for
That-
2026 might be incoming
Was
very
it-
soon.
Was he another wingspan fella?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
And he had
Yeah, good technician, but
Yeah.
that was tough. I still think Will Campbell can be a really good offensive lineman in this league, but he was not playing with confidence late there.
no, and
He
that Super Bowl was like it was so hard to watch.
It was brutal. They were just teeing off on the edge. They were just and the Seahawks have that
around them.
that wave of rushes, right? I know some have moved on, but whether it's Boy Marfage, Marcus Lawrence, or there was a number of them that were teeing off, and it felt like
It felt like they were like, but it's hard when like obviously you're going backwards, but he was just caught like he was running backwards the whole game.
Remember
like,
when
just
you-
getting turned over, turned around, like it was just
remember playing I mean, we didn't call it kickball in school. I think we called it crocker because it was like we combined cricket and soccer, but whatever version of it that we were playing in PE. And when there's someone who was just rolling dollies down at you and everyone would try and push to the front of the line because they wanted to hammer that ball, that's kind of what it felt like with the Seahawks up against Will Campbell in the Super Bowl last year.
Well, you said it though. Like I think Will Campbell has a lot of talent.
Yeah,
and
he
has
does.
a luscious
Smart.
A luscious voice.
Yeah, he's
Deep.
some dulcet tones.
Okay.
It was a better quote in college than in the pros. He really toned down the quotes in the pros. I preferred when he talked about protecting his quarterback at LSU.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know, but I feel like as well, like maybe we see that more. Like, I mean, he's still young. I think like he probably toned it down
It's
because
just
you're
tough.
coming into the league and you're like, if I start talking too much smack, people run over the top of him.
Kick him
They
inside.
run it over the top of him. Kick him inside.
Give him the Zach
Put
Martin
Lomo there.
treatment.
Yeah, like I think he could be great.
Can affect your draft position. Like that was the one
Yeah.
draft call I ever made. It was on like another NFL podcast last year, but I was like, Shador Sanders is gonna fall big time. And I felt very, very smug about
You're
that.
like, look at me.
I was like, watch him go.
Yeah.
So Dolphins took Chris Johnson,
Yeah.
which is very nice. Patriots, Caleb Lomu. He needs a little power, which is probably not what New England fans want to hear about a tackle.
Good. He has good hand placement.
Yeah.
Hand
but
placement.
Hand placement.
lacks a little
Placement hands.
Lacks a little anchorage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which after Will Campbell's rookie season is probably not what Pats fans
Want to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just
probably-
not good at staying there and standing up straight and yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So 4 picks to go. Pick 29, pick 30, pick 31, pick 32.
Kansas City up next.
Kansas City up next after landing Mansour Delane.
Lane's great. Yeah, great pick at 6. It feels like a lifetime ago now.
It
So many
does.
things
They
that
could
happen.
get edge rush help. They could add wide receiver. Could they? I mean, you know what? Boston would be a very different. Denzel Boston would be very different to what they usually go for at wide receiver. They're normally getting that jinky, super fast, undersized guy that ran like a 4.2 140 or something. David Boston ain't that, but seeing him run 30
Omar
yards
Cooper
downfield.
Jr.
Omar Cooper Jr., more of a slot guy, but still
Yeah.
a fun player on the board as well. So could that be the way that they go? But woo,
Cooper Jr. The comp is Rashee Rice. So
Yeah. Good.
have a
keep that on the field.
have a pair of them.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
around.
better than one receiver, us too?
Yeah.
But yeah, any huge. I'm just thinking.
Rashee
any
twice.
Huge surprise. There's also our other Notre Dame running back who, by pretty much consensus, was the
next.
we have another trade.
Price.
We
I
have
know.
another trade. The Jets are on the clock now.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
We're
are.
back,
The
baby.
Jets are on the clock.
Good. I hope they let you
Wait,
down.
Jets are on the clock.
No, that means it's not going to be a really boring pick.
They're not going for 33.
No.
The 49ers have bailed entirely out of the first round.
They're gone. They don't like it.
They don't like-
see.
Traveling to Australia,
Yeah.
you know, they don't like picking in the first round.
Wait, why are you doing an Australian accent? You've got one.
It's more.
No. When we went over,
I do that as well.
when we went over to the US, and like people obviously had met Laurie a lot, but then they met me, and they're like, "He's Australian."
Yeah.
They're like, "We don't know what he's saying."
That's more of a vibe thing.
Quite general to me.
We're working.
yeah, yeah.
There was some farmer enthused high-end fashion that you were offering.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I did have
Rural
I had
chic.
the mullet in and the mustache.
It was
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It was delightful.
Imagine having a moustache and being Australian. Not for me.
Great.
Not for me.
So the Jets are on the clock. They did not want to
No.
let you rest. What do you want here? Tell me a
Yeah.
position, and I'll tell you some names.
I just think honestly.
I don't know, Jim.
No, I like the
Go weird. Get
Detroit
weird.
Lions, the way they kind of built that thing back up, and Glenn obviously has the experience there as well. It's just like they just stack the offensive line and like let things happen around it. And I'm like, I would just like a nice big boy,
Yeah.
a big boy to protect my old boy.
Now it says Chiefs pick is in.
Surely the Jets are 30, right? Because
the Jets are third.
Next.
Yeah.
So they're up next.
So the Chiefs are picking, and then the Jets are on the clock.
Yeah.
So you move from 33 to 30. So you're scared that someone's going. Do you want offensive line?
What, like a wide receiver? No, I don't think we do
No,
want a
receiver?
wide receiver.
Take
you already
Denzel
took
Boston.
Kenyon today.
yeah,
took
we
your
got a
tight
tight end.
Yeah.
He's basically going to do that.
So
take another tight end.
the other running back is Jadarian Price from Notre
Yeah.
Dame. Is kind of the consensus. I was halfway through saying that before we got the pick, the trade alert.
But what? Get him and
no,
Brees Hall trades
That's
out?
more looking at Seattle, I'd say.
Okay.
Surely Brees is gone.
Brees' pieces.
Selection for the Kansas City Chiefs as they look to launch themselves back into playoff contention and a run at the Super Bowl. Pick number 29 with picks trading all around. It was hard to believe that someone actually stood still here. Peter Woods. Defensive tackle, super high upside. Was expected to have a far bigger 2025. Didn't really happen. For a lot of people, still the top defensive tackle on the board. Clemson, a lot of like the Clemson talent. That was the frustration thing that people said. Like, man, where are these Clemson players? Why is Clemson not as good as they needed to be last season?
Can I read you a little thing about him from
You
our
can read it
ESPN
all you
website?
want, yeah.
Well, you can read it, Dan. You like that sentence?
Though he has short arms,
Oh, no.
31 and a quarter inches, he plays with strong hands.
Yeah, strong hands.
Short arms, strong hands.
Can't lose.
I was going to say, that sounds like the dude equivalent of like the if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah.
I
You
might
can't
have
handle
short
my
arms,
short
but I've got strong hands.
You can't handle my short arms. You don't deserve my strong
Oh,
hands.
boy. There we go.
Crazy.
Is there another? Oh, yeah, no, they're just alerting the trade.
Yeah.
The Jets. I saw another trade alert. I'm going to lose my mind. So tell me a position and I'll give you some
I
hope.
was going to say, just like O-line. I reckon that's
O-line?
You would have
Santos?
taken a Peter Woods?
I think Brees Hall they're going to keep, so I don't need a running back.
I reckon you should take Gennings Dunker.
Oh, that's the mullet.
Yeah.
It's a bit early
Mullet
for Gennings.
mustache.
It's a bit early for Gennings.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think because, like, yeah, we
Want
got
a guard?
Basontis is the guy
Basontis
for me.
makes
I think.
sense,
Yeah, it makes the most sense.
No, I'll take the other Oregon guy. Pregnon. That sounds like a Pokemon.
yeah.
Both Cowboys first-round picks, safety Caleb Downs and Ed Rush and Malachi Lawrence have pointed out how happy they are to be playing for a team in a state where there are no state taxes.
That's what NRL players be saying that when they play for the PNG Chiefs.
All right. Okay, so you want an offensive lineman. We're looking at probably a Chase
Manuel
Basontis.
Pregnon.
But you reckon they're trading up for that?
If they feel there is a
the
feeling that
Jets.
there's a massive drop off in offensive linemen from day 2 to day 1 or day 1 to day 2.
Okay.
If you're looking,
Santos is probably the pick.
you've already taken your edge rusher.
Yep.
It's probably not a defensive tackle spot. It's a bit early for a linebacker for a Jacob Rodriguez, but
But my guy, my moustache guy,
not crazy.
maybe it was like a serendipitous, this is the time.
Per Adam Schefter, the 49ers have now turned their initial pick number 27 into the first pick in Friday night's second round, along with picks 90 and 179. So they're doing a little bit of wheeling and dealing, the 49ers. Linebacker, cornerback. You're looking at like an Avion Terrell, Jamon McCoy, if you're happy with comfortable with his knee. Colton Hood is there. Keith Abney is a little undersized, but a lot of fun. The Jets are another team. You kind of just need good players.
Yeah.
But Basontis would make a bit of sense.
Santos, I think you want Santos because that is a smart,
He's
safe pick.
He's
I think
strong,
the
strong
worst
like
thing-
ox, not medium like kangaroo.
I think the worst thing you can do here is pick like a wide receiver.
Well, that's it. So best available. Talking about the Boston guy. And I'm like,
Boston.
no, not
Don't.
Denzel Boston.
The Jets
Anything with
pick
that.
is here. It is.
Please
Don't pick a wide
For our
receiver.
man Dan.
Just don't.
Don't pick a wide receiver.
Oh, my Cooper
Why? Why? Why'd you do that? What do we need that for?
Well, Kenyon Sadiq can't do it all by himself.
Just pick the smart, safe guy.
Why? Why are you getting me a Kakuna? I want a B drill. I just want something standard. I want a Geo dude. That's what I want. A graveler, just a big unit with arms. What? Why do
You got Rashid Rice.
On the field, I'm stressing on the field
field.
comparisons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he is he?
Yeah.
Six
Lines up
foot,
probably in the slot.
Yeah, he's a
200.
slot guy.
Yeah. But has experience flexed out wide.
Okay. What about the hands? Anything about the hands?
Well, I've got some. Hold on. A lot of work in the short area of the field on tape. Lots of motion outs, quick screens, short crosses, slot heavy. I actually had strong, tough hands.
Dude.
I like the way he gets north-south with the ball in hand.
Murray Cooper Jr. is widely regarded as having great or elite, reliable hands.
I like reliable.
Yep.
Measuring at 9 5/8.
Some slipperiness to his athleticism. Good yak stuff as well.
He's a sure-handed receiver.
Sure-handed.
So,
That's a good one.
A new one.
So skill position-wise, let's put our hands in the middle. Skill position-wise, we're talking about Garrett.
Yep.
We're talking about Omar Cooper Jr.
Yes.
Sadiq.
Yes.
Brees.
Yes.
And an offensive line that you have invested in.
Yes.
Need to do more.
Did we not have another guy? I thought we got a guy last year who I liked.
Why
am I losing
from the
this?
offense skill room? Let's go
in the wiki.
Let's pull up quickly.
In your depth chart.
I mean, those are the.
I swear there was a guy that I enjoyed.
You traded for Adonai Mitchell.
Was it Sam Darnold? Were you watching the Seahawks?
No, maybe it was Adonai Mitchell.
Oh my God, we have another trade.
Another trade?
Yeah. The Bills trade pick 30, 169, and 165. The Titans are on the clock. The Titans have come up. The Titans who went and got
I like that Mitchell guy.
Adonai Mitchell has talent. It did not work out the first stop.
How do you feel about Mark Cooper Jr.?
Yeah. Mark Cooper Jr.
Traded
Love him.
Yeah.
Can't get enough. This guy's the
It makes
best.
me feel a little bit better about Lemon.
But just the insanity of it. Like, to trade up for it. Like, that guy was about to go, we're sure. Like, just like a wide receiver who seems like fine, I guess. Like, you know.
Unless maybe they want to get ahead of the Bills and take him. And that's why the Bills have backed out.
Oh, yeah, because Bills definitely could have used him.
They added DJ Moore, but they still
Needed something.
All right.
But again, then they didn't get what they want, so they left.
So Tennessee Titans on the clock added.
You know, you should go after the Bills quarterback.
He'd be
Gyarados.
He'd be great.
That's a Gyarados.
He's like 2 Gyarados.
Yeah, he's like a Dragonite.
Yeah, he's good.
He's got hyper beam.
Yeah, but Dragonite, small hands, short arms. Got to be careful.
Short wings. Too.
Short wings.
But you can't knock
his
the power.
wingspan is not what you'd hope.
Power.
But he has a thick bottom.
Oh, real good trunk. Yeah.
No
Solid base.
Yeah,
solid base. Yeah.
Solid base.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yes, we're really descending into madness here.
I'm going to teach my Dragonite strength when I get home.
Carnell Tate was their first pick, 4th overall. My wide receiver one. Not everybody's, but I liked the pick.
I was always high on Lemon. Lemon was my wide receiver one.
Sure.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
The whole
20's a steal.
Play the tape.
Hey, when life gives you lemon, we got lemonade now, guys.
I believe forgetting Sarah Marshall had a different phrase for that. When life gives you
Yeah.
lemons, F the lemons,
And bail. I'm going to call you PPOP. PPOP.
Okay. So
Titans and Hawks.
is this more friends for
Cam Ward.
for Cam? Almost said Caleb there.
I only call him Ward Cam.
More friends for Cam Ward,
Pick is in.
or is this a Rob Saleh special? Does
Did it?
he want a defensive linchpin that's going to set the tone for him going forward? If so, who would that be? Tennessee Titans on the clock with pick number 30, the third last.
Your Toledo boy still hanging out.
No, I like
Manuel
him.
McNeil Warren, talented player,
And then your big boy wide receiver, bit of Denzel.
the big man.
He is a crazy
Boston strong.
Yeah.
Dense.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I just realized because like Denzel Boston, Denzel Washington, like they're both American places.
They
Yeah.
are.
It's weird.
Yeah.
As I was looking at Denzel Boston, I'm like, what's going on here? Something's familiar, but I can't place it. Guys, we've been doing this for 3 hours.
Yeah, we have, and we are feeling it. It's good.
Very
It's good. There's a seat.
Kendrick Falk.
Kendrick. Yeah. There you go. Kendrick
is
Falk.
edge
Yeah.
done.
That feels
Beautiful.
like a Titans pick as well. Feels like a Salah.
Salah's had some of those defensive linemen really long, play strong at the point of attack.
Yeah.
Not the slighter, bendier type of edge rusher. This guy's going to set. He's really good against the run from day one. You're hoping for upside. He's kind of more fluid than explosive as a mover, but built in an absolute lab. And he's the guy that's tapped as like, this is the guy that there's more talent there. And look, if someone is going to tap into that, if someone is going to get the best out of him, Rob Saleh's defensive mind and his coaching record says this might be the guy.
Hatsy has said,
Yes.
if Jennings Dunker doesn't get picked in the first round, my life will be a lie.
Oh, Hatsy. Getting Stunker with a phenomenal flow.
I know. That's a
Um,
good looking.
Looks
Jamie,
more,
can we bring up Jennings
looks
Dunker?
more Australian than you did at your most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, how is that guy not Australian?
Yeah. Surely he's from like.
They call him Big Red.
Phenomenal. How did they come up with that? It's
Look
crazy.
at that. Look at that.
Yeah, it's
That
pretty.
is a.
It's pretty.
That's a
That
man.
does seem like cultural appropriation at some point.
Yeah.
Just like
A red-headed mullet.
that's
is-
it. That's us,
that-
brother.
Yeah. You're still in
You
our
better,
thing.
you better say mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ipswich's own right there.
Yeah. Ipswich's finest.
Yeah. You
Place
can't
for
rock that.
Place for the Ipswich Jets.
You can't rock that and not be a fan of the North Queensland Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, moving on. We are down to 2 picks.
Final pick, is it not?
Final
Jets,
pick.
mate.
Oh, final pick. Yes.
Yeah.
Down to 1 pick.
Final
The
pick.
last pick.
The Bills
Seattle
are out.
Seahawks. The Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks.
And I apologize for this. We're gonna need to dash after this pick because I got a call
Yeah.
while this was happening.
Yeah.
Just got to check in on some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Jets related?
It is not Jets related, unfortunately. It's family related, but everything's fine.
No. We hope everything's fine.
It's not it's not about what I said previously. I'm not being pulled into one of the several universes.
I think we may have broken down enough of this first round for you to make a solidly swift exit after this. There he is, Keldrick Fork. Some had him
excited.
going far earlier. Look, a lot of talent there.
He's
And
pumped.
this is what
I
we're
like
talking about.
this.
So, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Good emotions there. Yeah, he'll help firm up that Titans defensive front. He'll be exactly what the type of football that they're looking for there under the new regime in Tennessee. Salah style football. A lot of emotion, a lot of
Oh,
happiness.
good
a lot
drip
of
as
pedigree.
well. Don't mind that.
Pedigree.
Yeah, a bit of sparkle.
I've got
Yeah,
a few
I mean,
times
look,
that we were being recorded.
6'5", 200.
I just felt like the three of us were just doing footy.
Just hanging out
6'5",
there.
276.
Yeah.
You see, but most of the flash plays are going to be on against the run. But look, this is the class, right? We've hit the flat point of the talent thing where you had those first big names. Probably stopped with Caleb Downs, and then it was all bets are up in the
You
air
hate that.
as to who was coming
It's
off.
been a real roller coaster of emotions for me.
Has it?
Has
it been a roller coaster?
No, it's just always been angry or down.
Because roller coasters tend to go up as well.
I mean,
It's been more of a light rail.
I'm going to say it's been a bit more.
Yeah.
I would have said it more of a Space Probe 7, just a direct drop. I was always too catty to get on that, by the way.
The what?
Space Probe.
What was that one at Dream World? That
was
was
the
a giant drop. The giant drop.
It was similar at
How do they come up with that phenomenal nickname?
at Wonderland. That was just the
I
straight
didn't go to
drop.
Wonderland. Where's Wonderland?
Well,
Western
is that a
Sydney.
Sydney thing?
Western
I'm
Sydney.
not from here, mate.
Yeah.
I'm from here,
He's from the country.
You
He's
want
from
to
Windy.
You want to talk about great features of Sydney during the 90s. I mean, Wonderland was an amazing thing.
Wasn't there someone, actually, I do remember someone, like, maybe it was my partner, too, it had an ad. It was like some Wonderland ad.
No, you're talking about Jamboree, where you control the action.
Sorry,
I was
yeah,
just in
yeah.
Jamboree.
Is that still around?
I've been there. I didn't control that much action.
No.
Mostly my own.
I tell you, I tell you what's disappointing. You guys got a Questacon at school?
Yeah,
cool.
on the Canberra trip.
I went back as an adult
Yeah.
and I did that drop.
Free fall
Yeah.
slide.
And it's not as big as I'd remembered.
To be honest,
As a kid, I was like, ah! And I went back as an adult and I'm like,
That's so funny because I had the exact opposite. I went as an adult and I got to the top of the thing and I was like, that's a bit high. And then like a little 7-year-old girl was in front of me and like she did it. And I was like, well, I can't back out now. There's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy
imagine
here.
walking back off as an adult. It's
let
really
me
good.
make this absolute promise. This is the only draft show that has talked about Questacon.
Yeah.
In the
100%.
universe.
Yeah,
100%. Lock it in. This is the
And they
lulz
say
we can only
Australia
get
doesn't
to.
have culture.
Speaking of free fall slides, the quality of this recording. We started off so strong. We're hanging on to the bar.
My favourite moment. I think this stream peaked it. Open and close the kimono.
Well, if you open the kimono today, you see
Yeah.
nothing but Cowboys victories.
That's true.
That's all I have to say about it. The Seahawks, the pick is in. They're not
There
moving
we
out
go.
of this. The defending champions there. Shout out to Seahawks Sam, who is
Yeah.
the Seahawks International Fan of the Year and is over there now. Hails from Australia. Got a really good social following going. Does some great Seahawks related content. He's over there right now in the front section there, amongst the madness with the rest of the international fans. He's flying out there. Good
Does
fella.
some interviews. I saw his content. It's really good.
Yeah,
That's nice.
he's a lovely,
Yeah.
lovely guy. And a really nice addition to the growing Australian NFL content space. He's out there right now. I think his big fear was that the Seahawks were going to trade out. And he wasn't going to be able to see that tonight. He'll be announcing a pick this week. But I know for big fan Seahawks Sam, I know that he wants Colton Hood, the Tennessee corner, who
He's
is
got
on
to
the
chat to
board.
him. I saw that. Yeah.
He's on the board. So
And Colton Hood's brother is a massive Seahawks fan.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
So he's hoping for a bit of corner. And look,
Who's this guy? This guy's loving it.
Who is old mate? Giving it plenty.
Yeah, he's really.
bring the energy.
I like it.
Yeah.
Late in the draft, pump him up.
Oh, and it was a high five with Commissioner. Not as
That's
not,
that's
not
actually
the worst,
good.
not the best. Better than
yeah.
Steve Williams and Tiger Woods, but
Good L's first
Can I-
high five ever.
Can I your take earlier about the draft being like for darts, like people are there just getting tanked and booed. I love that.
it's a great time. Day one of the draft is a lot of fun. There's a lot of
Mm.
trash talk, and
Everyone's
everyone's
getting-
hopeful.
Yeah.
Pissed.
And I love the booing of picks. I adore that.
What's it? Yeah, the booing of picks is fun.
That's so good.
Poor Rog, he got a good.
Like, my-
He's used to it. He leans into it.
My favorite, like
Seattle Seahawks selection.
Oh,
is
here we go. Is it happening?
Oh, we're revving up.
He's pumped.
We're firing up.
Pumped.
What was it?
He's owning the
Yes.
stage. Seahawks Sam, I think we
Is that
can see you with the big flag representing Australia, Super Bowl champions, defending, reigning.
Good
Their
on
pick.
him.
32nd
Getting it going.
overall.
Look at him.
Ooh.
I'm loving this.
This is strong. There it is. Jadarian
Oh,
Price,
Price.
running back. Yep.
Running back.
Running back.
Notre Dame running back. Yep, makes sense.
Because
Kenneth
they
Walker.
traded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker no longer there.
There you go.
He of Super Bowl glory.
MVP.
Yep.
Wow.
Unbelievable there in the stadium.
Yeah.
What a
'Cause
smashing
Jimmy
grab.
was there.
You were there at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. We
You
brought him.
loved it.
So there we go. Jadarian Price, pick number 32, Notre Dame running back. The top two running backs in this class were both from Notre Dame, a running back duo out there from South Bend.
I've seen people say Jadarian Price could have been. I mean, he'd still win the first round, obviously. And I
Yeah.
thought maybe he'd formed the second one, but could have been a bit higher. But it's just the fact that
Yeah.
Love was getting all the love.
And I think you saw a lot of those teams early on that could have gone running back addressed it in free agency.
Yeah.
So kind of took away some of the landing spots. One a lot of obvious as we were going through this, like we weren't looking a lot of teams going, oh, they need a running
Seahawks
back.
made the most sense.
Absolutely.
But like also, Love's going to Cardinals. There's going to be a lot of pressure put on him. He's going to have to turn the franchise around on his own. This guy, Super Bowl champion,
Go pair up
Team
with
and-
Charbonnet.
with a system that already works.
Yeah.
It's just like I want to be this guy.
Yeah.
Like I'm taking that 100%.
Landing spot's fantastic.
You want to be Cooper Jr., the new wide receiver of the Jets?
I would love to be, because he won't be there for long.
Well, that puts a wrap. New York
City's a young man's game.
on round one. Our NFL Afters watch party has
We're doing
been a
this
delight.
every round, guys.
Yeah, we'll be back. So just getting messages from Stu Rand. Yo, what? It's been a whole lot of
He's not
fun.
watching anymore.
It's been a ton of fun. There it is, the beautiful board with pick 32 to come in any moment now. Thank you, everybody, for joining. The comment section was absolutely hilarious. Thank you so much. We hit Pokemon, OC, Crypto at some point. Largely colored within the lines, but there's a little fun that was had in there.
Babe, but like all good kimonos, you got to close the kimono.
It's time
Yeah.
to close
But
the
you're
kimono.
also getting him a peek inside the kimono, though. You can't do the whole thing. Like, what's in there? Another Iron Man movie? That's mad.
Thank you very much, Dan, for joining us, mate.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You've been a phenomenally hilarious part of the first season of NFL Afters with your
Some great
calls
takes.
in on the hot mic. It's been a pleasure having you in, Jimmy. Thanks for waking up.
Yep. No, it's good to be back. I just hibernate.
Yeah.
I've been asleep.
He's been sleeping to Nick Saban. Nick Saban reading like audiobooks.
Yeah,
That's what
pump
it's.
up speeches. I'm just getting real. I'm asleep.
Talking in your sleep. Roll tide.
Thank you to everybody who tuned in.
Go bed. Go bed. Roll tide.
We're going to ship these two on out of here. Thanks everybody for joining. It's been a whole bunch of fun. We'll be back with more Afters content during the off season. We'll have some stuff periodically dropping throughout, especially as we have talent players making their way down to Australia. And I will say a little nugget for those who have hung around. I know there is an event going down next week in Melbourne. For NFL fans of this country, it is a free event. I think there's a registration process, but one of the most beloved figures in the NFL landscape, Mr. Red Zone, Scott Hansen, will be in town in Melbourne. It'll be a bit of an event. Check out ESPN Australia socials and check out NFL Australia New Zealand socials for that. But that's a little fun one that's coming up next week as the drumbeat towards Melbourne picks up. And that's really that's next stop for us.
Yeah.
The draft is done. Next stop, MCG. The historic week that'll be down there. We'll be down there all week. Dan's going to be there, I'm sure.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
He's just if Optic Barangaroo have anything to do with it, he'll be down there.
Absolutely.
But thank you everybody for joining. Stay tuned to all our socials, espn.com.au, ESPN on the TVs, Disney Plus, all of it over the off season. Today's been a whole lot of fun, and we will see you next time.
Close the kimono.
Clapping hands.
Go Cowboys!
Wavy hands.
Wavy hands.